until we get the people in. Okay. Sure, it'll come.
It will. Feeling.
The lies, deception, shot.
Stone Cold Crooked.
The lies, deception, betrayal.
Kiss my ass. disappear. One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear. It's like the miracle.
Magic only truly exists in one place, the human mind. None of this stuff is real, and none of it works.
Like you said, none of this is real and none of it works. Coming to a galaxy near you.
Yeah, no doubt, huh?
Yeah. No doubt. I've never seen a galaxy in real life. So,
You haven't looked hard enough, man. You need one of those shilloscopes,
man, he one of them big telescopes.
the
That was really,
globoscope.
it's just kind of funny that you brought that up because we were talking about a binocular telescope. Why don't they turn it on one of these planets and show us, like, or the moon, and show us the landing site with one of those binocular telescopes? And Lucifer's a binocular telescope too. It has dual lenses. It has one mirror, but I would love for public access for stuff like that so we could actually see what they're looking at. They don't produce any pictures and anything out of that and show the public.
Right. That's not a question for us. That's a question for Buzz.
Is
you
it a
know?
question for Buzz?
Yeah, because the answer is we didn't go.
Oh, okay.
And that's my question.
When are we going? That's what I want to know. Oh, 2028. That's right.
Never.
I wonder what that production is going to look like. Oh my God. I wanna
It's not
think-
getting any better. It don't seem. It seems like it's getting worse. Like, I don't know. I think they're downgrading, man. They're failing down.
Falling Down. That's a good movie. Oh, I want to play this overture just for you, though. You'll like this. Yeah, it has something to do with one of your favorite groups of people and one of your places you talked about for a year almost. You know this place. It's down south or way out south.
Cantarctica.
Cantarctica. Yeah, I think this is in French. I'm not really sure, but I was so shocked to find this. Like, where did this come from?
We.
Oh, your favorite guy.
That mountain looks like it's right there.
You can touch it.
You can just touch it, but they say it's like
Uh-huh.
a few miles away.
Like these mountains, bro.
I've never seen this.
Dude,
You can touch
and
it.
like those are pretty huge. They
It's
look
like
like you
right
could reach
there.
out and touch them, you know?
It's like you can see the background meet the ground, like the backdrop. You can almost touch it.
Yeah, look who's here. It's Neil.
Ooh, they'll take.
I think this is Mr. Keswick.
Once and for all, and show that we live on a spinning map ball.
I like it.
Are you would?
That ought to keep you out of jail, huh?
All right.
That's good. Holy moly. Mulgate.
And show that we live on this spinning MacBall.
McBall. Mad Ball.
MacToot
And MacDuffie, MacFlu, tomorrow Portugal for a MacSloop, who end the MacDibbit, Mac once and for all, and show that we live on a spinning MacBall.
That thing's flat.
MacKeegan, MacTool, and MacCoffee, MacFlu, to back and fatigue for the match roof, to end the Macbeth Mac once and for all, and show that we live on the spinning Mac ball.
That looks pretty flat to me.
Extremely.
To end the Macbeth with once and for all, to end the Macbeth with once and for all, to end the Macbeth Mac once and for all, let's show that we could Mac
Not over till the fat lady
Or the fat black man. Yeah, one of the two.
sings. He's a invert. He's really a fat lady.
That stuff is flat.
Ben, right action.
There's more.
What's going on?
Edith in the house. Shout outs.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Veronica.
Veronica's here too. Yeah, everybody's getting out.
Shout out. Scott Level, the Realms, the one,
Yeah, I
the
saw
only.
So, Duffy, where's that documentary, buddy?
Oh, snap. The hard question.
Well, we need more money. We're like NASA. We need more funding.
That is
That's
the
just the way
elephant
it
in the
works.
room. Pass the collection plate. Damn it.
Yeah. Being a preacher, he's good at that. So I got a sun
allegedly.
calculator from and moon calculator.
He's as
from,
much as
Steve
a
Lightning.
he's as much of a preacher as Professor Dave's a professor.
Oh yeah. Well, I've seen his congregation. They ain't much of a congregation either.
Nah, it's fabrications, unauthentic. In
I
my
wonder if
opinion, I
they're
haven't been.
still having service at his church. I haven't been over there in a while.
No, they took the whole the they're called like scenes, you know. They're like props, and you know, it's a set.
I wish that were a set. JJ, that's a pitiful set. It's a dinky little building. Man.
Exactly, you know, it's low budget. He had to put his money back for the troubles he's in.
What troubles are he in?
Yeah, it's all over the net, man. You know, take
I
a look.
heard. Yeah. I hear he's in hot water with the federal government there.
That's all fake news, you know.
Oh yeah, everything's fake.
And Duffy's a preacher. You know, he's a good guy, man. You know, trust me, bro.
You ever heard of a band called Wet Leg?
No.
No, neither have I.
But-
I just looked them up. They're like online, like it's popped in my feed. I'm like, who the fuck is Wet Leg? There's
I'd
an actual
imagine-
band with the name Wet Leg.
I'd imagine somebody pissed themselves. You know?
Yeah, that would happen if you did piss yourself. You'd have a wet leg.
Yeah.
Well, I got a Tuesday pan from Pablo. I want to share that with people.
Oh hell yeah.
Now, I was told that I have no proof because I can't communicate with people. And that's all I look at is proofs. And I can communicate. I'm semi decent at it, I think. I may not get everything. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm not the dumbest neither. I do understand how to communicate a topic to a point, and I'm pretty well versed in this topic. I've been in it long enough. I should be.
I'd say. Shout out to Mr. Soups.
Oh, Soup's here?
Yeah. You know, let's just see a little bit of evidence to support curvature. You know, it's like all this talk. Let's see some proof for some curvature that ain't cartoon, CGI, fakery, sophistry, you know, malicious intentions with alternative motives. Like, how many of those do you got to see before you realize maybe you're trusting the wrong people, or you shouldn't trust anybody? You know, all the evidence is there in your face every day. It proves
Every day you walk.
every
day you walk.
observation you've ever made, every picture you've ever taken is a flat Earth.
Absolutely. Well, I'm not just saying that to be saying it. I've seen it.
No, it's demonstrable. It's testable. It's observable. It's all the ubbles, you know, the good stuff.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Pablo's got to show us. I haven't watched this whole thing. So. You ready, JJ?
Yeah.
Hold your breath. He's at 45 feet above sea level, and he's taking these long-range photographs, or not just photographs, just videos. I wish NASA could do this. Here we go.
Falsifies the claimed radius, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And that was even touted by a few of the people on the Globe side when we first came into the Black Swan thing is like, well, the least they did was debunk the radius of the Earth. I'm like,
Right.
no shit.
Which, demolishes their whole model because it all falls apart if the radius falls apart. Everything is based around their magic, their lie.
The whole radius makes up the circumference too.
Right. And everything, the day, the night, every cycle. Oh, when they went and circled Earth twice before they circled the moon, the slingshot engaged, that was all based on the radius.
Same radius, yep.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird, huh?
Boy. Cartoons, man.
Yeah, welcome to Cartoon World. Now let's see what Pablo's got.
Yeah.
Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. It's about 3:50 p.m.
3:50 p.m. Late in the day.
I'm at UCSB Lot 6. Camera's about 45 feet. Temperatures just under 70, 68 to 70 down through town.
Pretty warm day.
Yeah. Water temp's been kind of funky. It was 64 the other day. Now it's reading 59 mid-channel buoy. So it's somewhere between, let's say, 59 and low 60s along the coast. And humidity is just over 50%. It says 53% in town. That's Mesa Lane Beach on the left, 6.5 miles. Background 22.7, La Conchita Beach.
We'll zoom in a minute, I think. There you go.
Real typical low horizon down.
Look at those waves come over the curve like that.
You can see those people walk over the curve.
Bit of upward refraction, inferior mirage right above the water.
They disappear from the bottom up, so they got to be going over the curve.
Based on
duh.
the white spots above the water.
Most people don't remember foreshortening. A couple of other effects.
White water out there
Basic
on the rocks.
perspective.
Yeah.
Just to the right of that little white buoy, you can see.
That's how you know they're not intellectually honest.
Yeah. Well, he's zooming in further. Look at this. Like we can see even further now. Look at this. Yeah, 6 miles like it's supposed to be people over there. See boats out there about 10 miles too. That little knoll down there is around 36 miles away.
280-foot elevation, 30.6 miles.
Yep, there you go, 30.6.
It's the same distance approximately, and 320 feet.
I didn't know.
And that's platform Hogan there. On the right is 17.8 miles. Showing that inferior mirage as well, I believe.
I like how they say that anything hidden by the horizon is like behind the curve.
So we'll see what we can
yeah,
see.
it's never tilted.
It's always horizontal and vertical.
Yeah, it's weird. It would tilt with the curve.
Everything would be tilted away from you, yeah.
Yeah, what a concept.
I know.
Henry 16.4.
Level. Yeah, it's a tough concept to grasp.
Pesky Range is probably about.
You can see the Pesky Range from here. That's 50 miles away.
You like to put the Canada so flat you can see your dog run away for 3 days.
1,000-foot elevation. I don't know if you can see Saddle Peak.
Everybody.
See it right here in the background above Malibu. 71.5 miles, approximately 2789 foot
I
elevation.
found an old Black Swan for Australia.
There's Platform Hill House, 14.6 miles, looking tilted
14.6 miles. Yeah. And you can see the bottom of the damn thing. Drain. Your eyesight's bending over that curve.
Yeah, and it's also putting the object horizontal.
Platform A.
Yeah. Weird.
To the observer.
Of course. It's a mirage.
Illusion. What you're watching is an illusion. It's a mirage.
Yeah, it's weird.
Platform C. Yeah, that little inferior mirage is hiding the base of the rigs and that catwalk down there and the little sign to the left.
Make Black Swans great again,
Uh-huh. This is a great observation, Pablo. Keep doing them, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see where reflection starts in the horizon.
Magoo Peak.
It's almost at eye level there, JJ. Weird. I can see stuff on the mountain peaks over there.
Yeah. Those are satellites, man.
Oh, they are. They're like antenna.
That's the ISS.
I think I got Magoo Peak kind of left.
Man, he's got no sunlight over here, doesn't he?
1,260 foot
Hardly at all.
Right. Those are actually ground towers. No satellites needed, baby.
Land to the right that sticks out quite a ways at 40 to 42 miles.
And that's all with a small little 9mm zoom lens. I'm telling you.
Up before.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, and it's higher quality than anything NASA shows us.
Back to the tree.
NASA like 8-bit
How
graphics.
far is it from Mount Hood to Mount St. Helens? The distance.
The only time that tree to the right is hidden.
Oh, you
I'll
got
look it up. I've got a shot with both mountains.
Horizon at all is due to a lot of upward refraction, downward displacement, and a refraction effect called sinking. And that's the only time it's ever below the apparent horizon. Ever.
He's pointing out the effect. I like it. You can look these up.
Back to Mesa.
There's more sunlight over here. Or he brought his. Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave you with a little pan of the mountains up here.
Alberoni's up there with rings and shadows.
It's pretty sweet. Where's this guy at?
Oh, this is I think Santa Barbara.
Oh, really? I thought he was out of the. I didn't know he was in the U.S.
Yeah, Pablo. You should sub to him.
I'm sub to him.
You are? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can kind of see where I'm at.
It's one of Ben's favorite guys to go to. He's an engineer. He doesn't claim to be a scientist.
Okay, over and out.
He's got kill shots for the globe anyway. He's got a few of them. Are we back? We're back in black. I'll show you the
And we're back.
I'll show you I made a poster out of this thing. I'll put myself big. But I did this like I think around 2000, probably 15 or so. But I've got I need to mirror that. But you see what it says, right?
Yeah,
You got was this Mount Hood here, and
Mount Rainier.
And back over here in the corner, there's St. Helens. You can, if you look at it close enough, you can see it. Let me get my finger out of the way. It's still flat on the distance. That's pretty good. I like this one. That's why I made a poster and a small print.
Anybody intellectually honest would ask, "What the hell?" You know, like why? Why can we see that? Right?
Good question, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not possible according to the narrative mainstream pushes. You know.
Yeah, well, they're still pushing the narrative because I don't know. They've been teaching so long, they think everybody believes it, and they're going to keep it that way.
Shout out to Sketches. Where is Pamela? I don't know who Pamela is, but tell her I said hi.
Yeah. Is her last name Anderson?
Right.
Well, the drama with the book's still going on, and it's not anybody that's doing it. It's all the Globetards. They're like over here accusing me of, handing out QE's book.
You mean you like the Globetards are stirring a pot? Get out of here.
Yeah, they do that kind of shit.
You mean no?
Shame on them. To be honest with you, they should be shameful of what they're talking about.
They ain't got no shame, dude. These people are shameless.
Wasn't it a TV show?
Most of them like it. I think they got like a fetish for humiliation ritual or something.
No, well, yeah, I wanted to dig into my theory on the South. And I actually do personally. This is just my own belief. Hey, Kim Ray. Kim Ray's in the house.
Shout out to Kim Ray.
Kim Ray D. What's the D stand for?
Don't worry about it.
There you go. That's a good thing. Don't worry about it. None of your damn business.
Improv's pretty funny sometimes, sometimes. It don't always land, but when it does.
Yeah. Right on target. You're right above
what's your theory now about the South?
Oh, the South, the gates in the South ring around our azimuth are plane. There are gates there that lead to probably our dome. And they've been looking for them for a long time, but they shut that stuff down. I think the church did it. I think the Catholic Church has a lot to do with no exploration. And most of the people they tout, like Magellan and Columbus, is really exploratory. They were stymied by the idea that they lived on a globe. They didn't go further enough south and explore the outer edge of our Earth. They didn't go circumnavigating like the big captains did, like Clark and Ross did.
They're definitely hiding some shit. If you're not allowed to go there, that speaks volume, right?
Yeah.
But biblically, there are mentions of, when the floods happened, that God opened the curtains or the windows, and the waters came from above and below. So I'm thinking like some of these things that they're calling craters, where they always have the little dots in the middle. Those are actually old geysers, dude, that probably flooded this bitch out one point.
I've been to a few of them, actually. Hey, Big Pine. How you doing?
BP.
He's sailing. Yeah, what do you think about freezing instruments on rockets in Florida? That's where he lives, so he should know if it freezes down there enough to get a good quarter-inch of ice on the equipment. I think they made that shit up.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. And as I said before in the past, is like, hey, that's the shuttle ain't nothing but a high altitude airplane, dude. That's all it is.
They could geoengineer some snow there a little bit every once in a while, but they're not getting like that frozen pictures that they were showing on the Challenger, which I've never seen before. It was a clear day that day.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by gate, Super, there's like channels that can run out to the outer ring that I think they were probably not frozen at one point in time. I think that, and I think they're afraid of like the South defrosting and thawing because it's been permanently frozen for so long. And there are rumors that they have found like civilizations there, and even in the old folklores in Australia and Tasmania, places like that, they talk about people in the South, like south from them. There were people there in these lands.
Right. And the only thing we know for sure is we don't know shit, right? But there are, suggestions of like boats going out that way, and they're like middle of the inland. Like there's not supposed to be water there, but these boats just keep going.
Good question. Okay. What's out there, dude?
If what we're watching is even real, we can't trust anything. Unfortunately, it's like.
Well, I think they designed it on purpose, so they're making this AI stuff to make it seem and push their narrative again, or even to make it seem even crazier on our side of it. Really, they're trying to make everything look not real. Nothing's real. Don't buy it, And
they got the Globers, not knowing which direction is up, and then they got the flat earthers not knowing what's what either. I mean, we know which way up is, but we don't know. Like with all this, just poisoning of the well and just it's so diluted, right? With just false information and shills leading us, and we're learning a lot from people that are playing the good cop, so we're just easily persuaded, and we're gullible. We're in a vulnerable position due to the power they possess. The powers that be are not to be underestimated, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Well,
they're everywhere. They're infiltrated.
Scott's in the house, JJ.
Yeah, I shot it. Oh, hey, what's up?
What up?
Scotty.
Hey, was that a new Pablo? Was that like a new one?
Yeah, brand new. They just put it out like 6 hours ago.
Yeah, I didn't see that on my feed, but you noticed though how it was really like crystal clear on the water.
Yep.
Because the cloud coverage.
Yeah.
That's what makes you get way better visibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's sunlight to refract.
Yep.
conspiracy theorists.
Damn it.
You guys will believe anything, man. Jeez. Where's Harmon when you need him, you know? Set us straight.
Well,
Hey, Harmon was right about something last time he was on, yelling at you guys.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but sometimes he catches a little nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
still,
he like,
well,
Every
the point
dog
is,
has his day.
when it came to the rainbow thing, he was completely wrong.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, dude, rainbows are, if you look at them
they're 360, yes, but
from above, yeah, from above, they're
above,
360.
I agree with him on that. It's
Yeah,
like,
and that means so that doesn't mean it's curving like up and down. And no, it's actually going straight across. It just looks like it's going up and down.
Well, that's a false dichotomy, whatever, because really it could just be you're saying that it could be the only plausible conclusion, right? When if it is a dome, then the higher it's all about the observer's position, right?
Yeah.
Just like always, right? And now if you go higher, you might be closer to the actual reflector, right? And if it is dome, then why wouldn't it have a circle if you're at the apex, right?
Yeah,
Like
it would
if
definitely
the
have a circle at the
observer is
apex.
looking at an angle that's observing the rainbow off the apex, then it seems like it could plausibly be round.
Yeah.
Rather than being on the ground looking up and it is a dome and you're not really looking at the right angle from the apex of the dome.
And Scott, when I say he's wrong about it, like try to replicate it, you have to have a mirrored surface.
And I'm not saying I know. I'm just saying that's a plausibility that needs.
What
to
do you
be
mean?
mirrored.
Hold on, Roger. You can replicate a rainbow inside your house.
Yes, you have to have a mirrored surface though to do it.
What do you mean a mirrored surface? You just need some sprinkling of some water, like a water spring.
In an enclosed room.
It has to have a reflection.
Yeah,
like
it has to have a
mirror, some type of reflection.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's actually a known fact.
Okay, listen. If I spray a hose in my backyard,
in your house,
right? That's because it's reflected.
It's the same thing.
No,
you just need a light source. All you need is a light source.
No, you just told me not to try it on the inside. You'll need to get a mirror. I promise you.
Right.
Yeah.
And when
you mean you'll need to get a mirror like on your ceiling or something? You're trying to say?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I'll look into it.
Yeah. And when you're outside, it doesn't seem like it because you're not seeing the mirror, but it is proving that there's something there that is reflecting it because you cannot have a rainbow without a reflection.
Yeah.
The rainbow is it's the light refraction of the water particles.
No,
that's all that is.
That's the mainstream narrative bullshit.
Yeah, that's not the fact.
That's some stupid
That's
shit.
what it is, though, bro.
Debunkable. Listen, it's easily debunkable because when you see a rainbow, okay, it could be raining right now. What makes the rainbow choose the shape of a rainbow? Is it just picking certain raindrops to refract through? What about all the other raindrops that it's not refracting?
We went over that with the video.
Okay,
it's just the angle of sight. It's your angle of sight.
The mainstream narrative's explanation of what causes rainbows is bullshit.
Yeah,
just like everything when they're talking, they're bullshit. If their mouths are moving, they're deceiving you. And if you just go the polar opposite direction, you might not be right all the time, but you're going to be at a much better place. It seems logical over there for some reason.
There's a couple other effects that affect rainbows too. Magnetism is one of them too. On top of that. And FBA Angle actually proves this himself in his own work. So, yeah.
And I'm not saying 100% there's a firmament because anybody claims the shit that's not demonstrable or, you're making a positive claim, you have the burden to prove it. So I'm not going there. I'm just saying it is demonstrably proven that you can't have rainbows without something reflecting. So I'm not, it could be the firmament is all I'm saying. It sure seems that way.
Wait, you think that it's possible to have gas contained inside of a enclosed area?
I don't think so, according to the physics or the nature.
No,
of the law,
there's no way. That's definitely something that's definitely
you can't have pressure
proven.
Containment.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's two evidence
container.
You have two evidence for a container: rainbows, gas pressure, dynamic fluid systems that actually work.
So all the evidence is supporting there's a damn firmament. We are, that there is a reflective. Border.
I know that there's a lot of people in the arena who don't like the idea of the firmament.
There's a lot of them, man. Yeah. And we can't prove it, except the laws of nature will have evidence for it.
Yeah. And if we could explore the southern parts and actually, if we can find like
They won't let us by design, which is a huge red flag.
Yeah. Well, back in '68, was it no '58? I think they actually tested for like the optics and for the rigidity of the firmament. There's articles in Britannica that they actually did test, and Flat Earth, Flat Water actually has the documents. He FOIA requested them from the governments, and he actually has the data sheets for it. I've done shows on it. They actually investigated this, and
Yeah, weren't they like drilling? There was some kind of drilling going on, like on a wall in Antarctica, and
Yeah,
they couldn't
was
get through it or something, right?
Yeah, that was a different time. This was before that. They wanted to look at the sky itself. What they were doing, that's where they have those stations, Dome A, Dome B, just sitting out there. JJ, you're in twice.
Do you guys remember when they had like this is probably I don't know like 7 years ago, but they had like this little story like on the news, like it was mainstream news, and it was like sky ice dropped from the sky or something, like a chunk of. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know. I remember that. JJ, what's going on with you?
I don't know. Do I sound all right? Because
just double JJ.
I got two of you in here.
I'm cloning, man. I'm a shill. I'm one of those.
You're multiplying.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the other one.
Please.
Okay.
It kicked me off the other one, so I don't.
Was there somebody else named JJ?
No,
I was in mid sentence and it just whited my whole screen out. Restream does this shit to me all the time.
Well, it's going to get harder with StreamYard, dude. They're adding more gadgets, widgets, and stuff. And people like RG had problems staying in StreamYard today over on.
And people think our technology is getting better. We've been nothing but, dude, we went to the moon in 1960, bro.
No, 69, dude. 69.
Yeah, but we went further out than we've ever gone before. That's amazing, isn't it?
Well, I can tell you this: my PC's holding up a weight of like 30 open tabs right now. It's doing good for a little laptop. I'm telling you.
You have 30 open tabs?
No, I'm exaggerating. I got about 20.
I could do that all day as long as I don't have Restream on. If I have Restream on, I can't have anything open, dude. I can't even chat over there. I got to be on chat on my phone over here.
So I wanted to take.
Really? You can't? Yeah, I can't chat on my. Like I can't even chat on Restream. Yeah.
It's gotten worse because it wasn't like this originally, but now
it's
consistently bullshit. Yeah.
And so I wanted to take a look at this video I found on what is it? Star charts. And if you ever look at any of the old star charts, they come in like a wagon wheel like cartridge, and you can actually determine your location with it.
Those.
Yeah, they're all centered on this. They have a center point in it on the azimuth, and this is how they chart stuff. But they use global coordinates. That's where it falls apart. You can only go so far with it into the equator, and after that point, the charts get convoluted. And that's why they don't. I guess they don't want people going out looking in the south. They can't do it on your own. But
it's all digressing, isn't it?
Yeah,
our ancestors had all this shit documented and knew the celestial skies better than any of us. And now that we have all this technology and Space Force and NASA, and it's like just a huge dumbing down. Like, what have they taught us that our ancestors didn't already know? Really?
No, they just keep it. It's like bread and circuses, I guess, in that regard. I think.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
Oh no problem. They want to keep you enthralled in front of and let somebody else do all the work. They're not. Well, I don't know if there's anybody actually doing work. I see them putting on a show. Basically, that's what I'm getting. NASA is nothing but a stage show.
Yeah, that's all we've seen. We can't prove that they've done anything, except talk a lot of game. That's all. And every positive they claim, apparently they have amnesty to the burden because they never prove any of their claims. That's why we're ultimately here, because I wouldn't have a problem believing them if they just proved the shit they claim.
Well, I think we would already be out. It would be open to the public to do exploration like that. I mean, what do they got to lose if you go take your own little rocket, go fly to the moon? If it was possible.
Yeah.
Are they responsible for you? I don't think so. Matter of fact, if they let you go to like places that are unexplored and stuff, they're not going to take responsibility for what you do. Matter of fact, they'll demonize you. They do it with anybody who's done it in the past. right? Any explorers who've gone to any unknown charted places, they don't make them into heroes.
It's forbidden.
Yeah.
They're criminals.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Remember Hoyes Landiford?
No.
What happened to him when he took his Icelandic ship and went down to Antarctica?
Yeah.
He became a criminal.
Yeah. I wonder how much of these stories are actually true, you know. Even if they're not, it still has meaning behind what you're saying, you know. I'm not saying it doesn't.
To
But
make you scared of like going off and looking for
yeah,
things.
like that kid that just flew over there and he got stopped in Antarctica. And all. I don't buy it because look at our source. If you see it on the damn TV and they're pushing it, it's going viral. It's all hogwash.
Well, they
you
didn't
know?
tell the whole story neither, to be honest.
But look how viral it went. It's like that's just a huge red flag to me, you know. But
all right, so
I don't know. Like
let's take a look at celestial charting.
Right.
Yeah, it's done like these old. Have you ever seen these, Scott? The celestial charts, the ones they used
Play
to.
it. I haven't. This black screen.
Yeah, no, I'm asking if you ever seen one before.
I think I know what you're talking. I think I haven't seen it yet. I can't respond if I haven't seen it.
We will review how to read a star chart.
Star chart.
This really is a fundamental skill
Yeah, yeah,
if you
I've
are
seen that.
interested in astronomy, whether you are a novice stargazer or an experienced observer. Before we begin, it is important to recognize that there are a variety of star charts out there. Reading star charts takes practice, so it can be challenging
These
at
things.
first. Start with simple charts and gradually work your
Now they make these for several different reasons. They have several different kinds. That's what she was going on about, and each one has to do with different motions of different celestial bodies. They don't all move in sync like you'll see in these Star Trail videos. That's just a certain sect of stars that do that.
Yeah, just the brighter ones or the ones you can see. Yeah, you're not noticing the smaller ones and like the distant or not distant, but I mean like the
right.
The
a human being as the observer can only see but so many, you know, and so far.
Exactly. You're only seeing what the camera is
than
showing you.
Right.
So
but I do think those star trails, like you're talking about the time lapses, I do think that those are legitimate as far as the stars that you could see from that position, you know, as far as them moving at the same rate or whatever. I don't know. Are they moving at the same rate when you look at the star time lapses?
Sometimes, yeah.
Not always.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, but
I like to
just
do
like planets. Planets move different rates. Same thing.
Yeah, the planets are different, you know, because they're wandering stars, and they have their own patterns, you know, which is they're definitely not. You know, go ahead.
There's retrograde motion in some of them. They do it some seasons off and on. They'll actually reverse their course almost in motion, and then they'll double back on themselves. That's retrograde motion. That's why they designed the Copernican model, is to explain why they do that, because of orbits around other bodies. But there's no visible orbit. It's just retrograde motion. They model it to be
it's just what you're seeing. It's not proving that it's going backwards.
Of the patterns that these wandering stars make. They're like, you know, I'm talking about the Fibonacci or the tree of life type flower patterns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I look at it like this, guys. It's like you know what do they call those? Dynamo. It works like that. Like they're actually gaining momentum and energy in the process that powers from a source. It's like a machine almost. They're slowing down during these cycles to gain energy. Like they're charging up, you might say. That'd be a better way to look at it.
That's what I think the moon does for sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it appears to me.
Yeah. So I think there is something to a dynamo system, an electric system, within the stars themselves. Yeah, and they're very well designed. Obviously, they've been going for thousands of years, as far as we have on record throughout history.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they actually do affect the seasons too. I think this is why I wanted to talk about the summer gates in the south. They've been rumored for ages that there's channels in the south that will eventually open up, and even the Russians have found that there are parts in the Antarctic circle that it's actually thawing, and they can break through with icebreakers even further inland into the ice field that's out there, past the wall. So they do this. They go out there with icebreakers and they test it out. They're getting further and further as they go. They say this much at least.
Yeah, allegedly.
Hey Roger, have you heard that? You've seen that? What's his name? Witsigitsit has been on lately. He's been doing a few streams.
Yeah,
but he's saying that he can replicate spiral galaxies and all different kind of galaxies with magnetism or something like that. Some kind of demonstration that he said he can actually prove. Interesting.
Well, I like to see it. Yeah.
I want to see it too. Yeah.
You can also demonstrate cold weather with his breath with a vape.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. You realize JJ does have a little bit of a bias here.
A little bit.
JJ, you have to understand. I mean,
I just know
obviously.
liars. I don't know who's with me with
but
that.
Listen, you've been out. I've been out in cold weather many, many times, and you cannot see your breath sometimes if it's very, very dry. And your breath if your breath is the same temperature, it's not going to show. You're not going to show it.
They got us convinced that it's dry, right? But to me, it's like, dude, it's surrounded by ice and water. That's the opposite of dry. You can't have ice and water and say there's no moisture.
No, come on, dry ice. Come on, bro, dry ice.
Desert. It's a desert.
Yeah, it's a desert. It's the driest place on earth.
Snow that's been here for millenniums. Get the fuck out of here! Like they're telling me it's most inhabitable place on earth.
I'm just saying that saying that you can't see your breath in 17-degree weather, that makes you look dumb because I've done it many times. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? You're not going to be out there taking your fucking shirt off, and if you do, it's going to be short-lived.
Well, I'm going to quote the man.
Well, I'm
himself.
sure that was short-lived. I'm sure those like.
Well, they had to do it.
Those guys aren't the toughest guys in the world, and they took their shirts off, and I'm sure they were like, "Oh no."
It clearly wasn't that cold there, dude.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to longitude, latitude, radius value,
it's 17.
Yeah.
None of it adds up. None of it, none of it makes sense.
They're supposedly at the said 80th parallel. I don't think they are. I think the globe is shortened the distance.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because if it's supposed to be the same down there as it is up at the top, then why is it so different? Why is there no trees? Why is there no animals when there is up in the north? And if they got the same amount of sunlight up there, then why isn't it more like the north, right? If it's the same.
It would be exactly the same in their model.
But it's completely different.
Yep. And Clark pointed that out. That was in his first log when he explored. They did a northern exploration before he went down there, and he compared the two, and like the vegetation rate, the animals that they found, stuff like that, they don't match up.
Yeah, none of it's not even close. They have hundreds and hundreds of species up north, and they have zero down there. They're claiming once you go inland, not even an insect could survive. But you got these clowns out there, making a mockery out of that place. There was no wind. There's a beautiful skies parted when they came in. They were godsend, apparently. Yeah. And, this is supposed to be the worst weather on earth at this place, by the way, mind you. And as flat as you can ever be, but they're claiming that, you can't see the camp, from 50 yards away, a couple hundred yards away. The airplane lands in front of them and you can't see it. But you go over there and look this way, there's no hill there. This is like everything stinks to high heaven.
That is one thing that they should have definitely done, bro, is long distance photography. Like, you know what I mean? Like a mountain peak from, because, there's tons of mountains down there, right?
First of all, their first mistake.
And it's so clear. Think about the sky. Obviously, there's a lot of sun, of course. Obviously, a lot of sun.
We're thinking
but
too hard.
It's so clear because it's so cold. You know what I mean? So they should have been doing long distance observations with Sid and freaking what's his name and whoever and that girl. They should have been like, oh man, let's get like that mountain peak over there should be hidden by, like 1,000 feet or something, blah blah blah, and then boom, they should have done that. They didn't do that. That sucks.
You're absolutely right, dude. And
I wish they would have.
Showing you they're not authentic, right? First mistake. We don't trust the fucking lying entity that we're going against. Like our enemy has lied to us since the day you're freaking born. They've groomed our children. I can go on for hours of how we're victims to these evil entities. Okay, now
don't play victim. Don't play.
Listen, the first thing they're doing is complying with the Globers. They're going to let the Globers pay for a special trip to prove that, it's like you don't make deals with the devil, right? I listened to Dave Weiss on that one. But if
Just
we
want
were
to
going to
say
do
something
it,
real
we're
quick.
going to do it on our own, dude, on our
Yeah.
terms. You don't go make a deal with Duffy because he's some rich guy. I don't give a shit, dude. We don't make deals with these people. They're not to be trusted. We've been shown that dude, so many times, so many ways that you'd be a ridiculous idiot if you can't see that.
Yeah.
But they're going to go make deals and comply with the whole charade of it. That's like the first mistake, dude. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
when I first Duffy told me he was going to let me go, everybody on our side was telling me to do these long distance observations. Every flat earther that I talked to, they were like giving me advice, like, "Do you need to do this, this, and this? We want to
Yeah.
get this data in.
Yeah, these are the people that want the real data, But it was never designed to give us real data. First of all, they call it the final experiment. How scientific is that? Not at all. That's almost like naming your channel "Fight the Flat Earth" or something.
Well,
But
somebody did
anyway,
that already.
oh, okay. But there's just so far from science, that you couldn't get any farther. But then they're going to go look up at the sky to prove the ground. Like, how many strikes do you need? These are Globers in charge. Okay, we already call them liars. That's how we got to be flat earthers, is understanding the enemy, knowing that they're compulsive fucking liars. But we're gonna go with them and comply with them. Good idea, It's just ignorance, dude.
Oh,
The whole fucking thing is stupid.
Yeah, Crash is saying that whole trip was designed for Weiss. Not really. I think Weiss just took that out like, oh yeah.
That's what David Weiss said.
Everything
he
they
did say
do
that.
is multifaceted. They never have one reason they did something. That it's like a dead animal. You're going to utilize every bit of it. Like there's no crisis that goes to waste. They create the freaking crisis, for crying out loud, and then they create heroes, and we're all ignorant and complacent and little sheep, dude. Because we're gonna have our cult of personalities, and we love Witsit, dude. I love Witsit just as much as anybody, dude. But I'm not in it for fucking feelings. You know what I'm saying? This is about the damn truth, and it's about humanity, dude. The future of our damn children. We need to leave this place better than we found it, and we're never going to get there allowing to be compliant with the damn enemy. All right.
Well, I agree with you, JJ. But I mean, the idea is that we need resources, we need equipment, we need, if we want to go out and do our own exploration.
I get you.
Like the Captain Gun guy, I like his idea. Let's get. He's got a. Anybody heard anything from Captain Gun lately?
I was going to just ask you about that when you started talking about, exploration out there, because, but I don't even trust this guy. I don't know this guy. He comes out of the woodworks, and we're so infiltrated it'd make you sick if we knew the truth of how many of us are actually fucking. Who knows, dude? I don't know.
We got to push through and make headway somehow or another, right?
Well, no, I think it's a lost cause, dude. And I hate to freaking say that, but this is their world. They run this bitch, okay? And they make the freaking rules. You do as you're fucking told. You're a damn goyim, and that's the way it is, okay? And you think you're gonna go prove them wrong, dude? You're gonna go make a mockery out of them. You're gonna go do what you're not allowed to do. Good luck with that, dude. And I hate to be that way because, I'd rather die on my damn feet than live on my knees. But that's why I chalk it up as a spiritual enlightenment here, dude. These meat suits, you're not going to physically do shit to take what they've done to us away. You're not going to fix this. You're not going to prove that they did what they did, other than we've got all the evidence. We've already seen it over and over and over, tenfold.
Think about the next couple of generations. They've been exposed to this kind of stuff more so than in the past. This generation is coming up right now with the equipment with the ability we have with the internet and with the ideas that are being placed out there, the so-called alternative facts or whatnot. The point is that I think we got a chance to make a dent.
No, everything's on their time.
Oh, dude, it's way different now than it was in the 90s, dude. Think about the 90s.
That's all by design, dude. That's not because we made.
I'm just saying though,
that's because they got us. Nothing is on accident. This is all freaking scripted.
Being a truther is way more popular
according to their plan because they write the damn script. We're not going.
Of course.
We're not going AWOL here and then not being. They're allowing us to do everything. I think we've been taught by them. I think they told us about flat Earth. I think they woke us up on their time.
Oh, they definitely let
You
it
know,
happen. Yeah, in 2014, whatever.
how do you
Yeah,
control the
definitely.
opposition, Scott? You lead them. That's why all the leaders are a
Of
bunch of
course, you
freaking
control.
shill.
Yeah, that's why it's called controlled opposition.
Okay, I'm
Exactly.
gonna put it to you in a physics way. All right, let's say you get so much knowledge and so much stuff built up behind this wall, and the dam's going to give on its own, whether the powers that be will let it happen or not. It's like
Yeah, I
once
think
it
truth
starts going,
prevails.
yeah,
Truth does come through. It just like it squeaks through, even if you're trying to hold it back. You know what I mean? Like a dam. Yeah,
I'm just not into
exactly.
sugarcoating anymore or trying to be optimistic when I'm just a realist. I'm trying to be a realist, dude, and logical about it. And I understand this place is not. It's probably hell that we're in here. That's how bad it is. Okay, I'm just being honest, and I do think they have full control. You've seen all the signs of this. This entire existence is an illusion of reality because it's not authentic. It's not organic. These people have infiltrated every aspect of your freaking life, and they control it, dude. They control this place. And I don't think, I don't know. I hate to be a pessimist because I'm not trying to be.
Who are these
It's
people?
the powers to be, my man.
These people.
The powers to be, you know. There's a big old club, dude, and they run this bitch. It's quite
And you
obvious.
ain't in it. And
It's
you ain't
quite
in it.
obvious, man. It's hard to argue when you just objectively step back and look at it from an outside perspective, man, and not have your emotions or your wants and your needs involved. There's just a bigger picture to be seen here, dude, and you look at it in a totality. And we're screwed here, bro. That's why I've chalked it up as their meat suits, dude. Hey, let's get into some spirituality because that's where we win, dude. That's where they can't take it from you. They cannot take your power because you're infinite, dude. You're divine, and there is no such thing. They've tricked you about death, dude. And we're not going. We're
well, they're
infinite.
all
And
subject to it, whether they like it or not. JJ,
that's just
they're
my
mortal.
ideology, guys. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. So let's get back to the night sky.
Yeah.
Ready?
Your way up to more complex ones as you become familiar with the night sky. I will mostly focus on the maps released by the International Astronomical Union, the organization that defined the boundaries of the constellations that are used by astronomers today. When looking at a star map, the first thing you probably recognize are a series of dots with lines connecting them, and then these make shapes and patterns. And then these shapes and patterns have different names to
Oh, look,
them.
there's Hydra right there. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. But I mean, that's one of the few that actually make a shape of what it might actually be. The rest of the like
Did you say
Leo,
Hydra?
does that look like a
Hydra?
line? Yeah, Hydra right here.
What?
I got,
Hydra?
I got the mouth on it. Yeah, like a snake.
Not,
Yeah,
Oh,
not
okay, like a
multi-headed
snake.
snake or not.
I was gonna say multi-headed, right? That's what I was
that's
gonna
only
say.
got one. Just one head. Yeah, no, but I guess that's a Hydra. But I don't think that the astronomers are really good at their job. To be honest with you, it's confusing to me, especially like Ursa Minor and the Big
Yeah.
Dipper, Little Dipper are self-explanatory just by their shape. But the rest of the constellations, like even the bear, doesn't look like a bear to me. And the other ones have Latin and Greek names that I don't know what they actually are talking
Well,
about. But I'm pretty
they
sure.
also gave them like the names in like the animals because of during the seasons and stuff too, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they were calling it that because of like a bear or like a lion would do something during that season or whatever. Like like just it's just
the
part of
mating
like the
season.
seasonal thing. It's all about
Yeah,
seasons, yeah.
hibernations. Yeah, stuff like that.
Just
Like
whatever,
cancer,
yeah.
I don't get cancer at all. It doesn't look anything
What
like
was
what.
cancer? The crab?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a crab at all neither. Look at this thing. You have three.
You know what's interesting?
Yeah, I always thought the same thing. I'm like, what are we even? Oh, maybe
Yeah,
like a claw, like the claw of a crab, maybe, right?
it could be, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, who knows?
You know what's
They're just making
interesting as
shit up.
well is like how when they name all the planets and everything, those are always like gods, and that's how I know it's a religion, not science. But when you look at the stars, they don't really have affiliation with gods and stuff, right?
No, they don't.
Never really
But I
thought
mean,
about that.
a lot of them are in what they call respective houses of the celestials. They worship these things. They built temples to them. The Greeks, the
Oh,
Romans.
you're saying how they don't really name the actual stars after gods. They left that for the wandering
Yeah,
stars, like the
yeah,
planets and stuff, right? Yeah.
yeah.
And they named everything
I
else
just
after like the stuff that's like kind of natural or whatever.
yeah, it just kind of dawned on me. I never thought about it
Yeah,
before.
yeah, back in
That's
ancient
true.
times, they weren't thought as terra firma either.
Oh, but there are some that like what's the one with the bow? There's like one that looks like Athena shooting the bow or something. What's that one called? Oh, not Aries. No, Aries is what do you call it? Yeah, they're all pretty
Yeah,
much animals,
I think
huh?
that is Aries, isn't it? No.
I forget. I don't know. I don't keep
So
too much track of this
Yeah,
crap.
me neither.
I want to get back to my theory about the gates. Is like I think that within these stars there is like way that they're pointing you in the southern realm. You might say that there are certain stars that indicate where you can go and how to get there. That's how we travel back in the day, and we've lost a lot of this knowledge to the ancients. And I think we should look deeper into it. That's where I'm pushing for. That's why I'm
Well,
pushing south.
dude, we need more people in the South make observations because all we get is just
What you're handed, yeah.
I say we bum rush the north. Fuck it. Fuck the south. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
because but
We need to get
the
them where
thing
they
is though,
don't
dude, like
expect it. we need
what
to
is it? What is it, Roger?
quickly
What is
swing
look this
maneuver.
up? Look at the population below the equator.
Okay, I got you.
Below the what is it? It's like 10% or 15.
Right. It's pretty minimal compared
It's like
to
a crazy
normal.
low percentage of people that live on. So that
Yeah.
we can just do whatever we want about it because nobody's going to pay attention to it because
For the
everybody's
most
up in the
part.
north. Yeah, for the most
Yeah,
part, yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up now. I'm gonna get to the south too. I'm going to start off with world population, and I'll look in the south. I hate AI because it jumps in every time.
Just say
Yeah.
what percentage of the world's population lives
In the southern hemisphere.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
looking.
southern hemisphere? Exactly.
Because I don't think, people suggest flat Earth blimp. That's cool. Sounds cool.
While
I
you're
like
doing
that.
that, Roger, I always
But
think about
he's,
this. Oh,
he
go ahead.
shot you down. Go ahead, Matt.
No, I was just going to say, like, I always remember things like when I was in college in 1995, and I had this, was it oceanography class, like oceanography, cool. This guy's like, I've been around the world, blah, blah, blah. He's like, and listening, people, let me tell you something. The toilets in the South do not flush backwards. And I was like, And that was one of the things that made me start thinking, man, like it was just a few of things like that
Right.
just sort of made me go, well, we're being lied to a lot about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
I'm
what's
not
bad
getting.
about that? I think it's because I had the same experience. My nephew tried to come at me with that shit. Like, his evidence of that we lived on a globe was one of them
Wow.
was the toilets flushing backwards.
Yeah.
But, let's say after you show them that, that's not true and you can have two toilets flush two different directions sitting right next to each other,
Yeah, right.
due to
Depending
the,
on how they're shaped. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
exactly. And the introduction of the water, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah, I
you
do this
take
at my
15%.
work.
I was
Yeah.
guessing 15%, Roger.
Yeah.
What
Well, I
is
haven't
it?
got there yet. I'm going to show you guys a full
Oh,
graph of this, but I do this at work. We have 3-tier sinks basically.
yeah. Big Pine already said it, and I trust Big Pine. Yeah, look,
Oh, yeah.
Big Pine knows. He's a smart man.
Fine. You got to see the graph and actually some of these names they put out there. I'll show you in a minute. But I have 3-tier sinks at work, and when I drain them, what I do is I'll swirl the water the other direction, and guess what happens? It doesn't reverse itself. It goes with the way that I actually introduce the water.
Right. That's
Yeah.
all it is. You could just
It,
swing
it,
your faucet around and make it go two different directions in the
these
same
have
sink.
these have really good suction because they're heavy duty sinks. So
hmm
it has nothing to do with the suction. It's just the
Right.
direction. Yeah.
But the frustrating part for me was after they learned that, they still just defend it to no end, like they're going to take it to their grave.
Yeah,
That
because
they
they'll
live
just
on a
say, "Oh,
spinning
that's
ball of
just one
water.
thing," and they just
Yeah, but like
they
if you're
yeah.
so sure of that and you just got proven that you are wrong, how does that not make you go,
Yeah, they don't have a little. Yeah, they don't have. They
how?
don't have a little thing that goes ding. Like they
I
don't do
don't
that.
get
Yeah.
it. It's
So
like you just lack the ability to.
is it brainwashing? I think it's brainwashing. Like spell
Nothing.
casting.
Yeah, cognitive
That's
dissonance,
what it is.
Dunning Kruger. There's
Cog this.
quite a
Yep.
lot of different amplitudes of problems.
Okay. So here, I got this up now. It's a world population review. This is the southern populations. Now, I'm not going to go click on each one. It'll break down, and probably Big Pine is right about it. But like the continent, it goes here in the corner. Let's look at it. You got Africa here, and South Africa. I don't know why those are different. And then it goes right here. Everything within Australia's cluster is known as what? You see the name on it?
Oceania.
Yeah. Why is that in this is mainstream?
Oceania. Yeah.
Oceania was probably actually the name of all the lower southern continent at one point in time, and they were like, we're at war with Oceania. It may have actually happened in our history. It's mentioned here as a continent. Like, really?
What do you mean? Well, what's mentioned as a continent? You're saying?
Oceania.
I can't read it. Like they're trying to put
everything like Tasmania, New Zealand.
Oh, all that area. Oh, you're saying like that area like is all one continent?
That's a continent. It's known as a continent.
Okay.
Oceania.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's weird. Even the French Polynesia.
Well, dude, I mean, it's really possible that Australia is bigger than they say too, because you can't go to a lot of it. We've talked about this. Like, you cannot go to parts of Australia, like a ton of it.
Yeah,
so
like
who knows?
Even in Asia, there's places in Asia that they don't let any. You can't go explore it. You can't map it. You can't do anything physical with anything. They have it set politically with the time zones, and that's you've seen my show on time zones. They definitely are hiding something.
Yes, your plural shows on time zones.
Yes,
multiple poly shows.
I would love to go explore the southern. I would like to go explore the north, but right now my sight's set on the south. I think there's more land in the north. I think the radius value there's a center circle at an azimuth that is not accounted for. We're talking a vast mileage. Like and even in our past cartography, they've shown that there's larger distances in the north comparably to what's in the south. And the south of the radius is definitely like Scamartica did is took the old atlases and shown that the distances between port to port in the southern oceans are much larger than they were on the globe.
dude, freaking Jaron, homeboy Jaron, freaking even was doing that right before he went on that trip. He was doing that.
Yep.
Where he was showing how in the south it starts getting bigger and bigger. You know, like on the map, like the little key. You know, like just on Google Maps, right? And the little key, if you start traveling down, just slowly travel down, and it gets wider and wider and wider. And it's like, wait, these distances are way wider now. It's like, and then all of a sudden he forgot.
What? Not the whole thing.
All of a sudden.
He's got to feel bad about himself, dude. I'm just saying, like, what he knows and what he's doing now is just too interesting.
That's a part of being evil is you have no remorse, dude. That's
exactly. I was going to say the same kind of thing where
part
they don't feel like the way that you feel about what you would do, Roger, like the way we normal people like us. I think that he's been so like he said this, like he made fun of Jesus Christ. I mean, like I'm not even going to say what he said about Jesus Christ, and like that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, I think it was awesome that it was that dramatic, like the flip. Because you spend 10 years falsifying something, and then you go look up at the sky and you're a glober. Like, I love that it was that extreme because it makes it so obvious to even, I mean, anybody that's intellectually honest knows that that's not authentic. You know, like something happened, dude. That's not normal, you know? There's nothing normal about that.
Oh, yeah. So, Scott, when are you going to put that song out? Ruined Radius? Or that's the name of the band, sorry.
Yeah, that'll be my next band.
Hey, I'll come play with you. You can get Ruined Radius.
It'd be Ruined Radius by Ruined Radius.
Yeah, Ruined Radius by Ruined.
First album name.
Yeah, how many bands do you know that have two drummers? There are a few, aren't there?
What was it? A few, yeah. I mean, The Dead had two drummers.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Yes might have had two drummers.
They have like a bongo guy that always plays like.
Well, we're talking about two drum kits,
like actual drum sets.
Yeah. That's right. That doesn't count.
Okay.
Didn't like Nine Inch Nails have two drummers at one point in time?
I forget.
Like there are rock bands that actually do.
There's been a few though.
Yeah,
people
I think of any.
I can't remember like the other ones, but yeah, I think Yes and The Dead had 2 drummers. Grateful Dead.
I know who they are.
I know the Def Leppard drummer's only got one damn arm. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty epic, bro.
Yeah, if any band needs 2 drummers, it's that band now, right?
Oh, dude, that guy plays drums better with one arm than most drummers, man.
Yeah, it's true.
He's
It's crazy.
amazing.
Yep.
So I want to get back to the star chart right quick, see if there's any more valuable stuff with this. Is a Globey, a mainstream site, but you notice they don't preach globe rhetoric neither. When you go to like cartographer sites, they actually just show you how it's done.
Right.
Yeah. And they have to do it respectively to a flat plane. Everything that and mapping or anything else done, all the grids, all Cartesian grids are all done on a flat plane. They're referencing a level that are put out by datums. That's the way mapping, or
you got to keep it simple, man. Like our Neanderthalic ancestors, you know.
Well, I mean, even if you study geography, I mean, it's done that way, and mapping is part of the whole that part of that genre too. I think personally.
It's crazy to think our ancestors were ignorant at all. I mean, obviously, we've digressed with technology. Obviously,
they didn't have any technology at all, from what I understand. Or
well,
maybe
that's what we're
did.
told, but that's quite obviously wrong when you look at the architectural wonders of the alleged times.
Speaking of that, how is Vlad doing with his app?
I guess he's doing good. He's not on very often, which is kind of strange.
He's probably working a lot, kind of like me and you do. But
dude, he was just on. He was just on with Jaron and what's his name, Mark Sargent. He was just Vlad was just on like a 2-hour live stream.
Let's go take a look at it right quick. Is it on Mark Sargent?
He's trying to make a Rumble move too. He's getting off of YouTube, kind of. He's trying to go mostly Rumble.
He was doing that, yeah.
So Jaron was on Mark's.
No, wait. What? No, Vlad.
No, Vlad. Okay, it's Vlad. Okay.
Vlad, yeah.
I thought you said Jaron and Vlad were on live.
No,
I seen like
Witsit. Witsit was on.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was Witsit. It was a bunch
Ron
of people.
Boston Bear.
Yep.
It was Dave Weiss.
Well, Ron wants to
Mark Sargent and DJ.
Wanted to go meet Antarctica. Ron was talking about doing that when I first went.
I don't trust none of them guys, man. They're all birds of a feather. They all flock together. They're a bunch of fucking shills. Wake up,
Okay.
people.
All right. Okay. Not all.
Maybe Ron Boston Bear necessarily.
Listen, JJ, you might be right. You might be right.
One of them. They all flock together, dude. Okay, you're guilty by association. Sorry, bro.
Okay. Just because somebody comes on the show like Wesley or freaking Icy Spin, you think we're guilty? No, come on.
That's a little bit different because you oppose each other constantly, right? Like,
yeah,
obviously you don't have any agreements whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true.
These guys are these are grown men, dude, acting like children, dude.
All of your favorites are on this show, JJ.
Yeah, they are.
And you got Weiss, you got Witsit. See who else?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
Candid truth.
It ain't personal, dude. I love these dudes, man. I've loved every one of these guys. I've supported them. I've contributed lots of money, lots of time, lots of effort, lots of attention. Dude, I've given these guys, dude, a lot, man. And I respect them, but it ain't about me. It's not about fucking feelings. It's about waking the fuck up and looking what the hell's happening. And we're being infiltrated on all ends, dude. And
I can tell you this for a fact. I had to dig them out like Alabama Tech out of my Discord today.
I didn't want to be here, dude. This would never be my choice, dude. I like these people, man. And it's not easy for me, dude, to say what I say. I just want y'all to know that, dude. It's not personal. Or just trying to be real, dude.
All right. So let's see what happened on this live stream. Just a little bit. We're not going to watch a whole lot of it. I want to see
watch prediction. There's a lot of good shit that's going to be said. Okay.
Yeah, imagine so.
That's what happens when you lead the opposition. You want to be trusted. You want to be, you'll learn this over time.
Actually, they just go over freaking the Artemis nonsense, and it's kind of like just
I think they all still make great points. Like you can go to Witsit, you can go to Weiss, and they're going to make great points. They're gonna tell you the Earth is flat, dude. So it's a very intricate weave that we're in here, dude.
Really quick, let me ask you guys both a question because I think this is what's happening. As I think America has been for probably a little while here, like probably many years, infiltrated, like you're speaking of, like infiltrated kind of the same exact way as flat Earth, except on a way larger scale.
Everything's a lie, man.
And but I'm saying though, like they're pretty much taking America down, is what they're doing.
America isn't what you think it is. It's not
I
independent.
know, that's what I'm
It
saying.
wasn't founded by Christopher Columbus. There's nothing that we've been told. There's a one world order, and every country is in that club, dude. There is no country or no election or no. I mean, they might have different, like, oh, we get an illusion of different rights over
Well,
here.
we
This
were
place gets
the
this.
power. We were the power like 100 years ago.
I don't buy. Well, I don't buy any of it, dude. I don't. Hell no.
Well, it was definitely different. I'm saying, and
Yeah.
now it's been
We weren't the
infiltrated.
power of shit, dude.
Well, previous to all this one world order thing, and this is my opinion, the Roman Catholic Church infiltrated all the countries and influenced
Yeah,
them
and
all.
I think that's possible. I think that when Rome went
and acted
down,
like they went away. Like
and they
just-
probably took down the real Jew, is what seems plausible, because they claim they're the Jews, but how do we know they just didn't pose as the Jews, the victims, and hide behind the Vatican and use its power with Christians and religion, and it's all orchestrated, man.
The Catholic Church was very plausible during World War II and a prominent power, and they actually declared the axis of evil supposedly as the arm of the church.
Yeah, they're straight.
Dude, do you see what Paul Hogston is posting? It's an email. It's an email from Jaron.
Oh, let's see it.
It's a long email from Jaron, and he's like,
I see it.
He's showing the whole entire thing. He's spamming an email from Jaron.
That's nice, Paul. Thanks.
Doxing.
Well, Jaron's having cognitive dissonance. It's bad because I
Wow.
watched a couple of his streams, and he's like trying to get level the curve in his mind, and he can't quite connect it to. Water doesn't curve, buddy, and he knows it. He's
Yeah, he knows. They all know, dude. Most of them do, but he spent so many years preaching that it doesn't. That it does. It's going to take some time to get good at what he's doing.
Yeah, he should just give up and just come back to the light.
That's not plausible. He's got orders and he's holding up his end of a bargain.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this thing right quick.
Wow.
Are you reading the whole thing, man? That's going to take
No, Big Pine said he's read the whole thing. I'm not reading it, but there's actually phone numbers and stuff.
Shit.
Okay, whatever. Anyway,
I don't want to get involved in it, man.
I've never seen anybody post a whole entire email.
Oh, Strength World. Here, I'll pause it. What are you going to say?
I was just saying I've never seen someone post an entire email over and over again in a chat. Only on your show, Roger.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess we
I'm the
have to
first.
talk about flat Earth.
Do we really have
yeah.
to?
Well, it's a thing, and it's my show, so yes.
I mean, it's not like all of the space programs are fake, right?
How do we know?
Yeah, how do we know?
I'm open to it.
These are
Me
scripted
too.
little skits. You can,
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you though, dude, from what I've seen, people are definitely thinking it's
But don't
fake.
tell anyone. Okay?
Like
Yeah.
regular
You're not
people.
recording this, are you?
Yeah.
On,
Did I tell you about the
Artemis,
flat
for
Earth,
sure.
sun, moon,
like, yeah,
zodiac
Artemis,
clock
yeah.
app?
You'd have to
We
be a complete
know,
moron
we
not to see it.
know. Everyone
I
knows
know,
it's
but bro,
everywhere.
I mean,
This
my
is
mom
just
is not a
trick,
moron, and my
like
mom thought it was
everything
real.
at NASA.
So,
Well,
But you know
yeah,
what isn't?
but
You know?
after
Flat Earth.
doing your
Oh,
due
shut up.
diligence is what I mean.
yeah, if
You're
you,
not moving with
yeah,
flat
I
Earth,
believe if
then you're
you
just
really
standing
are
still.
shown, this is all AI.
Right.
Flat
If
Earth.
You've seen what
you're
we've
shown the truth and you
Yeah.
still think it's fake,
Right.
I mean, real,
You're
then
talking
I got a
Disney.
problem with you. Like, yeah, you got
Overwhelming.
big time cognitive, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right. Let's get to the actual show.
Yeah, you have a long way to go, I think. Look, they're gonna do dumb things for like
Yeah.
20 minutes, probably 15 minutes, I think.
The
Past
meetups and stuff, so we can get our guests. And it's
Never,
from,
never.
Will
I'm just
Saturday.
kidding.
Hopefully
You can watch it if
that's
you
right.
want, but
That's
I
true.
never would watch the beginning of the show.
I
I'm
actually
not.
tried the whole spray tan thing.
I'm
It
trying to get
didn't
to the beginning of the
jump
actual
on,
show.
and
Here it
then
is.
landed in the water. And
Oh, Rob Skiba's
I
son too is
apologize
there.
sort of for the people that I cut the stream because people are going, they were just about ready to open up.
I see him.
He's
Yeah.
not a shill.
Didn't know.
That guy
It still took them a while to open
is
it.
definitely suspect.
You know,
They're all
it was another
suspect, dude.
hour
You're suspect, Scott.
That's
I'm
That's
suspect.
fine, dude. Everyone
We're
should
all.
be suspect.
No one has
I'm on your.
immunity.
I'm
No
with
one
you,
has.
man. But like, if you come meet me, and then
Yeah.
you'll know I'm not like
Well, you
suspect
know what?
anymore.
Hey,
Until you do that, you don't know. You
Hey,
never know.
shills have homes and couches and barbecues, and shills have friends. Shills
Yeah,
have
but
lives.
okay.
So even if I
Do,
met you, that doesn't not make
hold
you
on. Do you
shill.
really have 0 real friends, bro? JJ?
Hell yeah, dude. Smart
Yeah.
people
Well,
don't
then
have
you know
friends.
people. Then I'm saying.
We have acquaintances, dude. That's
I
it. And when you die, you might be able to name like 3 or 4 people that you would trust with anything, right? So they're not truly your friends; these are acquaintances, man. Let's be real. Men lie.
I mean,
Don't trust a woman, dude.
I have a couple friends. I mean, honestly, I don't have that many, but like, I have some friends that I know are for real, and they're not like fakers, and they're not out to
Right.
get me, and
Right.
blah blah
And
blah.
by the time you die, you'll be able to count them on one hand.
Like, I'm pretty sure Roger. Like, I mean, I can be 99% sure that Roger is who Roger says he
Roger
is, and
should
everything
be.
like that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, and I have a few of those. I have like 5 of those.
But wouldn't it be fallacious to say he could not be? Right? Is
No,
that
dude,
plausible?
believe me.
Is it a
Oh, I know.
variable? That's
Dude,
all
you
I'm
never
saying.
know, bro. You never know.
You
You
never
never know.
know.
I
It's
know.
right. So let's not be in a vulnerable place and susceptible or ignorant when we already know that it's plausible, right? Like unless
But I
it's
can also see
highly
how people,
implausible.
JJ, I can see how people can think that you're being a little too paranoid. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like
hell,
that.
dude, desperate times call for desperate measures. Dude, we're in the middle of the fucking craziest life you could not write this shit this crazy. And I'm crazy for being fucking overboard.
Skeptical. Yeah, skeptical
Skeptical
is fine.
or like sick and fucking tired of being deceived. I'm 50 fucking years old. My whole life's a fucking nothing but a deception, and I'm overreacting. No,
Hold on.
no,
You're only 49.
dude, close enough, right?
I know, right? I don't want to be
That's a
50
long
yet.
time,
Bro.
dude.
Just slow it down, dude. We got one
Life
more
is
year.
short, dude. Okay, life is short, and they've already taken it from me, dude, and you and anybody else, your children. They've literally, dude, it's crimes against humanity with a lack of better words, man. These people need to be hung. It's not a joke, and
I
I'm
mean,
not playing. It's not a game, dude. So I have no choice but to be where I am, and psychologically, and I don't know. That's just I'm trying to
yeah,
be
I
my
mean, and
out of it.
I love you for it, man. But like, honestly, like, I think that living that way a little bit is a little extreme. That's all.
It
That's
is
just a
extreme,
little,
bro. It's way
You know,
extreme. And
it's
it
way,
sucks.
it's way extreme.
It sucks. It's not something I would choose. It's something that it's non-negotiable, dude. These aren't organic times, dude. We're living in a time of deception. Everything is a fucking lie. You can't trust freaking nobody. And I'm not gonna sit here and be delusional and pretend like that's not the case. That's all. It is that bad. I'm not going extreme at all. It's been that bad, and it's always gonna be that bad. I just happen to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I'm a realist,
Well,
right?
I don't think it's going to get better as far as lies and deceit and all that stuff goes. But your mentality you can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can definitely not be a victim. You know.
Well, yeah, dude, but you can't, dude. I don't agree with you because you have no choice. You're born into this. It's generationally passed down to you. Your parents were victims. Their parents were victims. So we're not going to get out of it overnight. They've controlled this world for hundreds of years at the very least. And there's no winning here in this meat suit, dude.
Well, the Bible says endure, which
We are
means
enduring.
get through it,
And I'm
endure to the
becoming
end.
enlightened, and I realize that life is spiritual. Like these are just meat suits. So this doesn't mean as much to me as what is organically me. You know what I'm saying? This is just a vessel, and they
Oh,
got
totally.
fear.
Of
Everything's
course.
fear mongering, including death. And I'm not saying go run and kill yourself because I will endure whatever my time is.
No, but don't be scared of it. Of course, yeah,
Naturally.
definitely
I
don't be
fear
scared of it.
nothing. I'm not fearing anything, dude.
Dude, have you heard this new thing? They're trying to extend life now. They got to figure out ways to, like, make you live longer. Like, probably through,
I 100% think that already is a thing. I think these people can live way longer.
Oh, they're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everything that hurts and kills you, dude, is man-made. All the germs and viruses are all patented. I don't trust anything organically anymore. I don't trust the damn weather. I don't trust the water, the poison, the toothpaste, the damn deodorant to the sunscreen. Everything that you have access to is all about big pharma and these evil entities that fucking have us slaves pave their way to do as they wilt, to live how they want, and write the script how they choose. It's very deep and complex, dude, but simple at the same time. If you just step out of your, uh, you know, I don't know, daily confusion, Cogdis, Dunning-Kruger.
Where did Roger go? For real, he's never been gone this long.
No, I think we lost him, man.
Yeah, but like, it's the JJ Show.
That's right. We're taking over here, man. We got to hold down the fort.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying, like, where is he?
Young or gentleman? What? Young,
you are a gentleman. Yeah, because so we're only 49. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
And Roger's 50,000 years old.
Mute that guy.
Whoever just came on, he's a bot.
Yeah, he is. It's probably
is it him?
It's probably Igor or Wesley took his account over.
I can't even tell. Like, I can't see the name.
Yeah, it's him, Roger.
It's
okay.
me.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
What happened? Are you backstage? Were you backstage?
No.
Hey, do you stand with Israel?
Please. So it's not even a good question. No.
Oh no,
please.
that's a secret word, dude. It's a secret. Okay, that's how we.
You know what's so funny? I see signs lately. I've seen new signs on the road. Right? It says democracy isn't a what is it? Democracy isn't a sideline. What is like? What the heck? Whatever. But I'm like, dude, people think that we have a democracy. They still think this country is a democracy. Like, are you serious?
Must be a republic.
Yes, of course.
Everything is bullshit, dude. And you know what? Why do we keep like arguing with each other about like why can't we just come to an agreement that there's a bigger picture, right? Like these people have zero credibility. How many times do you got to get lied to? Like, let's say you found out they lied to you about vaccines or elections or going to the moon or 9/11 or
yeah, but I'll just let them lie to me one more time.
What
like,
happens?
Just keep letting them lie to me.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll just talk about the liars, what they said, and entertain whether or not it's true. Fuck this shit, dude. I hate to be that guy, dude, but I'm just tired of the circular reasoning and the allowance of we're never going to get anywhere with this type of lack of, I don't know, some type of skill set, dude.
critical thinking and logic.
Yeah,
logic and critical thinking.
Maybe we need to all come together like unity, because division what keeps us, defeated. And that's
but meanwhile, you're saying that all these people like are just all bad people. So you're not really.
Well, not everybody is. There's.
You're not like encouraging community.
I know.
Unity.
That's how hard this is, Scott.
You're a Gemini. Oh wait, no, you're not a Gemini. Right.
I'm a Taurus, baby.
Taurus, yeah. Hard-headed.
So that's how complicated it is, right? Like, how do you unite without cleaning house first? Like, if you have all this infiltration and you have poison in your water, you can't just drink the water. You got to get rid of. You got to dump the shit out and get
filter it. Filter it out, dude.
Yeah, if at all possible, right? You can at least try.
Yeah,
but you have to divide before you can unite, right? It's imperative, dude. This is not a game.
Dude, I mean, this has been happening for 10 years. I remember in the very beginning, like people were like being, like fakers, like fake Christians and fake flat earthers and fake this and fake that. And they had like little clubs. Do you remember this like 8 years ago? And it was like, dude, they were like obviously being just like acting like they were something and then drawing people in to get like, I guess, I don't know. I think it's Satan, by the way, but satanic.
When you look at a playbook, that's what's important. We need to be able to look at a bigger picture, dude, and understand the enemy, right? And when you know shit like, let's say, the Illuminati card game or The Simpsons, when they're over here showing Trump getting shot and a bullet whizzing by his ear and he says enough's enough, or the 9/11 happening, or like, it's not that these people are prophets, dude. It's because it's scripted. Okay? Now, let's not forget that. when we talk about anything. Okay? That's our problem, is we continuously just act like it's a fresh new start every day, and we don't have anything against these people. We've had dude, you could have 10,000 evidences to support that they're full of shit, and then we'll just let them take us into the weeds on some nonsense. You know? It's never ending. But we know, dude, we know that this is not organic, dude. We know that everything's a lie, man. It's just, I hate to say it over and over, man, but I've seen too much, dude. You can't unsee it. Am I wrong?
No, I mean, you're not wrong. No, I don't think you're wrong. But like, I just, I've been doing this for 10 years, so it's like, or 11 years or whatever it is now. And I feel like just saying everything's a lie. Yeah. Everything in the media.
Well,
but like, if I tell you the
right.
truth about something, like right now,
Right.
like I love you, man. No, you're lying. Like I do love you.
No.
So
See, that's where it gets complex, because these son of a bitches, they tell us the truth all the time, yet they're lying constantly, right? But they're going to have that hero, the good cop, that tells you all the truth. And then all of them, their whole little clique, their little club gets to justify to themselves that you're ignorant for believing the dumb people. We told you the truth, and that's your lack of due diligence and discernment, and that's your fault. So they're going to justify they did no wrong. Okay. But really, they created a crisis, create the hero, and tell the truth while they're lying. They're nothing but manipulative freaking deceivers. And we know this, dude. We know this.
Hey JJ, do you believe Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior and he was the Messiah?
I don't, man. I have no evidence to
No?
support that, dude. I believe in a creator.
Have you read what Jesus, like, have you read about Jesus, like what he taught? Like, have you?
I have.
Okay. Well, you probably should, because you hate liars, right? Jesus hates liars too, dude.
I get it. But
Jesus hated liars too. And like, he was all about telling the truth and all about not being fearful.
Me or what I feel or what I think, right? This is about demonstrability. This is about if you're going to make a claim, let's have the burden to prove it.
Burden of
right?
proof, yeah. Burden
Right.
of proof.
So
yeah.
I'm tired of people's stories. People lies. Men lie. Everybody could be a liar. Human beings are fallible. Okay. So you don't trust man. Okay. I know there's a creator because it's demonstrable. There's evidence everywhere around me, dude, that this is not from some explosion from dust and gas.
Well, that's good. I mean, honestly, I know you
I'm
know
just
that
going with what is
you definitely know there's a creator, right? I mean, there's definitely
100% no doubt
someone
there is a
created
creator.
all this.
Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you, Roger.
Oh, I think you can.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
And I'm not saying that he didn't exist.
You convinced me. You can't hear me.
Roger, that's a joke, obviously.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
no kidding.
All the updates are going on right now. So
you're breaking up.
Hold on.
Just kidding. No, you're not breaking up. We can hear you.
My computer decided to do all the updates because it's 1 a.m. here in the morning, so it just kind of shut everything down. I'm really sorry, guys. It does happen every once in a while.
We thought you were reading Jaron's email.
No, that's what I was doing.
Is that what you were thinking? That's funny. He's like, "Oh, what's Jaron saying?"
No, I don't really care what Jaron's saying.
It's funny that your whole chat was Jaron's email for like literally, I don't even know, not a half an hour, but 10 minutes at least.
Yeah. Maria Walker's in the house.
I said hi to her already. I was on my phone telling everybody I was having technical difficulties.
Me and Scott were going deep, man.
Oh yeah, another question I was going to ask is don't you guys think that these data centers, data, whatever AI nonsense things, this is becoming a problem, in my opinion. I'm seeing this as a literal like major problem going on, like that nobody really even thinks about.
Power, like controlling data centers where they can dox everybody and know everything most people do on a daily basis. That's just jacked up, dude. And everything private in everybody's life is no longer private, for my opinion.
Well, yeah, and also like just the fact that like, so for example, like people are freaking out about water like shortages, right? Like we just had a drought here. Like I couldn't even burn. You know what I like to do? I like to burn things because that's what I do. I burn all of this dead wood and everything, like, and like, so imagine all these data centers freaking just sucking up all the water. Then people are going to freak out about water. And yeah, and I know that water obviously comes up from the earth too, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I'm just saying, like, what are we doing all these data centers for?
Good question. I have no idea.
For AI. Like,
Yeah.
and so,
Yeah, but
so what are they going to do? They're going to create an AI god, right? That's what they're going to eventually do. People are going to worship.
They're playing God. They want us to worship them. That's
Yeah.
why
Well,
we call
AI
them
is
stars. You know.
Well, think about it, right? They made AI, right? So the people that made it, right? They think they're gods because they're like, "Ooh, we created AI."
Yeah.
Therefore, they're the
smarter.
god, and AI is the Messiah, right?
Yeah.
Think about
They've
it.
hidden God, and they're playing God, basically.
Exactly. That's what I'm
But
saying.
that's the thing I wanted
It's
to tell you
definitely
too,
an issue,
Scott,
dude.
is that these people do, like I said, they tell us the truth. All the truth is available, but it's a matter of being able to discern through all the lies, which is like, it's like a needle in a haystack, especially with the propaganda that they push because they control and own all the media, everything from, that's why it was all invented, whether it be the television or the radio, it's all just to push their propaganda, right? It's about control at the end of the day. But what I'm getting at is, as far as the Bible, dude, I haven't read the whole thing, but I do agree with a lot of it because I definitely know a lot of Psalms and just different chapters and stuff over the years. But I've never actually read it. I think at the very least, it's the best book ever written. Just from what I've
Oh yeah,
taken
because
and
you're
heard.
not a reader like me. You're
I'm
like, I
just
don't
not
like
a.
books. I'm not
No,
a
it's
reader
not
either,
even
dude.
that really. It's just that I it's like a story to me. You know what I mean? It's like, first of all, I'm concluded that we've been lied to about so much on an extreme level that it's like,
Yes, of
why would
course.
I think that this book is end all be all and that's the only thing unmolested? We've been reset and they've hidden everything from us, but
Oh, it's
they're
definitely
gonna
not
hide
unmolested.
God. They're gonna
It's
hide
definitely not
God.
unmolested.
Of course it's molested. It's been
Yeah, it's been very,
retranslated.
very
It's been, yeah, of
big
course,
time. Yeah.
dude. Of course it
Yep.
has. But we're just in a time where it's just hard to trust anything. That's just, what I'm saying? Like, that's why I have to rely on evidence, right? And I agree. I should read it. I agree.
Well, evidence sometimes can come through like your personal feelings. You know what I mean? Like, I've been through a lot. I mean, like, I went through like reading the Bible when I was young, and then like being in church, and then going away from it and not caring about it and feeling the same exact way as you. Like, yeah, I think there's a creator, but I mean, what is all this man-made? Like King James. What is he going to tell me? Blah blah blah, and all that stuff, which is true. But there are like
But
just
then
a lot of.
it all ties to religion too, which I
It's a
think is
personal thing,
very, very. It's a bad thing, dude, because when you talk spiritual and your creator or your God, I don't think I need approval. I don't need. This is my experience is a personal experience. I don't need to go to a brick and mortar. I don't need to accumulate to get approval, right? So these people, you see all these churches and religions that abuse and infiltrate and molest, and that you could see
Yep.
it through and through. It's everywhere, not only religion, but in their playbook itself, to where, it's a turnoff. It's very, but there's a lot of good people that
Well,
come
you
from
obviously are
churches,
spiritual, so that's good, and you believe in
which
the
is a
creator,
lot.
and
That's a
obviously,
lot. That's
I'm
a
first
lot
of all,
for
I'm not judging you at all. I just
right.
know that
I
you
used to
are
be
a
atheist, dude. I used to be agnostic. I don't know my
well,
ass no more.
agnostic is different, because that means
Agnostic
that
means we don't
it's
know. We don't have the
possible. Yeah, you
capabilities.
just don't know. Yeah, you
Right.
just
Why
don't
would I
know.
have a conclusion when we have no capabilities of understanding, right? How can you have a
Exactly.
conclusion when you don't have the tools to understand?
Yeah, like we're
Well,
not going to be able to go to the firmament right now. Like we can't do it. So
even though you think that some of those books are molested, the best thing to do, and I've found this out over the years, is take everything from the original text. Don't if you're reading an older book, any of them, to go to, and you'll get the real meaning of what the authors were, or even the people who know the history were meaning to write.
Right.
And
I
take it
just
in
feel like,
context. Yeah.
yeah. I just feel like maybe it's not my forte or my thing, dude, because I don't feel like I need it because I know right from wrong. I know there's a creator. I have a good heart. I'm doing what's right, and
Mhm.
I don't feel like that I'm going to be denied from heaven if there is heaven and hell. I don't even know. I can't. The only thing I know for sure is I don't know shit, dude. You know, we're very ignorant human
Yeah, but
beings.
like you said, it might be the coolest book. If, something to
Yeah, at the
read.
very least,
Whatever.
I know it's a cool book. I know it's the best book
Or like
ever
look
written.
into it. Like where like Kingdom in Context, he does a good job. Like he's a lot of stuff. Like he's one of the ones. Like I was gonna ask you, JJ, who do you even like watch nowadays? Like because obviously you used to watch all these guys, right?
Yeah, I watch.
Who do you watch
Roger, dude.
besides
Roger.
yeah, Roger?
Mighty Mo.
Roger's
Yeah.
number one fan,
Besides
dude.
this though, like I mean, what else? So anything else? Like what else?
I post
Like
a lot of the shit that I watch. Anything I feel.
yeah, I've
worth
seen that.
shit,
Yeah,
I'll
old
start
stuff. Yeah,
posting
a lot of old stuff.
Yeah, and I'm starting to post newer shit because you'll run out of older shit eventually. But I don't know. I try to not appeal to one person because
I need a
obviously
snack.
different people have different fortes. People excel at certain things. So, like, let's say if
Yeah.
you want to know about geoengineering, you're gonna want to go to Dane Wigington, right? Which I don't trust that guy. I think he's a
No,
shill.
dude, no.
I
I don't
think
trust
he's a
that guy at
shill.
all.
Let me finish.
But he
I
was the
think
beginning, yeah.
these are the heroes that they create. Okay, so the heroes that they create are gonna tell you all the good shit that you need to know. They're telling you the freaking truth, right? But but that don't mean they're not there as a plant. It's all by design. When we know the truth, that's because the enemy. It's time for us to know the truth. They're allowing us to because they don't have to allow it. They could easily keep us censored and shadow banned like they did in the past if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But they go through like cycles or like it's like seasons of like letting you a little bit of truth here and there. And
Nothing
then
isn't by design. Like I don't feel like
it's
anything.
totally
Every day we live, everything we do, every interaction is like it's because it's in a scripted fake ass reality, that they got to make up and they write the history and they get to write this new place like how they wish. They write it as they want, man. They do
hold
as
on,
they
what
will.
is TDS? What's TDS?
TDS.
Paul, what is it? I was watching Saw until he caught TDS. What's TDS?
Okay. Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I know Saab is awake, and I see it because he'll say it, like he knows that this shit could be fake. But then he'll go right into something as if it's legitimate,
Well, sometimes I like to snap him out of like he'll get involved in like I'll try to veer him back, like they're faking this shit, like I did today. Nobody took a rocket from what 240,000 odd miles and flew it around. Okay, the whole idea even to think that it would get to a temperature like they're claiming it is insane. They dropped it out of an airplane. It was taking you back to the Artemis thing. Yeah,
it just seems to me when you look at, like in a bigger perspective, we know that it's fake news. We know that it's all propaganda. We know that they can't be trusted. We know all these things, right? But yet we're going to sit here and talk with each other outside of the situation and act like whatever they said is worth talking about, or like even if it's real, even if people are dying, dude, they have zero credibility and they manipulate everything. And it's like, why would we ever entertain that these stories are true, right?
Well, no reason to. Yeah, and I'll try to turn it off half the time. It's like too much information.
We have to. I used to love watching this shit. I got all into politics, love Trump, love Fox News. I'm a huge patriot, QAnon, fucking X-22, all that shit, the whole 9 yards, dude. So I've been through the rodeo.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. Yeah.
No, it makes you feel dumb, for falling for all that shit.
Yeah. So let's see what they got to say, guys. Before it's getting kind of late, anyways.
Yeah,
Artemis revealed. Let's see the great reveal. Right.
But when the guy went in through that little door, like really weird, he just kind of like popped in. Then there was all this space in there. It was like the Taj Mahal in there.
Right. Right. It's like weird. That room. I mean, you had to walk out of that capsule to change your mind. I mean, that thing was tiny.
But when he went in there, he had to like walk around to go high five everybody.
Right. Right, and do the medical check and do the toxic gas screening, and there were so many things. Okay, we're going to be jumping all around anyway.
All right.
What do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about let's talk about before the landing. Let's talk about the little. What do you got queued up as far as?
I got everything, but I thought the approach. You know, they're falling at 25,000 miles an hour. So you're in a tin can. You're falling.
That's what I'm going with. I mean, like, to take that on is a lot. This is where people are going to lose you, I think, personally. That they're taking what they're told that this is actually happening. They're drawing this picture in their mind. I don't think we should actually emphasize this stuff, but the point is, this it's impossible. So I don't even go with the impossible. You guys agree with me? So why keep harping on it? We see that they faked it. We got that right.
Right.
You agree? No.
Oh yeah.
No. I mean, we pointed it out once. We don't need to keep harping on the same thing. We document it. We're doing it live. We're putting it in the formats. We're good. Even the normies are doing this now. So, I mean, everybody's on board with it. NASA's pretty much almost cooked, I think. You agree?
Right. But not, well, they're going to let it, we're going to allow them to move the goalposts like they always do by not just sticking to our guns. You know, there's so much evidence already. It's like, it's ridiculous to think about whether or not they're taking DNA up in space, RG. You know what I mean? It's just, it seems like excessive amounts of moving goalposts, you know?
But I think it gives people, like, I know the scientific data that I got from this site, that site, makes you feel like you know something. I get it. And I would love for you to, like, explore that stuff. But remember the reality of things, a physical world. Don't get wrapped up in all that stuff. I'm sure RG has a lot of time on his hands, considering.
Yeah, nothing personal. I love RG, man. We're good homies, man. But I just think that's a little excessive, you know. And once again, I feel like it's like the same thing I was saying with Saab. Like, I know damn well he knows 99% of that shit's fake, but then he goes into entertaining it and talking about it. I don't know if it's for clicks or clout or whatever, which to each his own. I don't have nothing against him, but I could see it, you know, from an outside perspective where he'll entertain the shit as if it is real, but understands that it's not. So why entertain it if it's not? Then it's just regurgitation and like never ending cycle of pushing goalposts, and we're complying with what they want, and that's distraction, you know, and division. Because even though we're all flat earthers, look how many different we're dividing. Some people think there's a 24-hour sun. Some people don't buy the AE map. Some people. So it's just all about many forms of division. So even our whole clique is divided. You know, we'll never have a agreements.
I'm just following the evidence as I go, and I'm like, the AE map has a lot of valid uses and points in it.
It's the best thing we got, and we're not claiming that it's perfect whatsoever. No one ever has, from as far as I know, you know. But when you match it to all observation seasons and the heat, where the heat's at, because we know the damn thing's local. We could see it. If you could see it with your naked eye, it's local. I'm not a fool.
Just to put a period on the AE map. Like, you need to get Gleason's book to go with it. You have to read the book. It describes what the map is for and why it was made and how it was made. You need to read into it. You know.
Yeah, it's logical. You know, it makes sense. It matches observation and your discernment. You know, your instincts are actually like, it's like a weight of the world's been lifted when shit actually adds up to what the claim is.
Yep.
You know, it's weird how that works.
Well, let's get back to them. Let's see what else they got besides the speed of the rocket hitting the atmosphere and the heat. I guarantee that's what they got, and the steam on it. Yada yada yada.
At 25,000 miles an hour.
I just saw the Tesla Roadster fly by you.
Yeah, and
is this your new Globy life?
No, this is I'm in space, dude. Come on.
Yeah, you've
get rid of it.
Flipped. You've gone hard.
Get rid of it. And then they're waiting for there's a radio blackout because of the plasma or whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like, checking in for after a blackout, you know, like the calmest voice ever, like she's sitting in an office somewhere. Right. There's no way. The first communication had been, help, there's vomit and poop everywhere. You know, like Joe passed out.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that, JT?
I was just gonna tell Dave I got to commend him for all the quick, like 1 minute to 2 minute max videos that he was just cranking out on his channel. It was really, really helpful this week. People were loving it.
So I want to ask Run Boston Bear to come by here and we'll talk about going to Antarctica. I'll go with you. He didn't go last year, did he, JJ?
I don't have a whole lot of nice things to say, man. So I don't
About
know
Run
if I should
Boston?
say anything. Well, you know,
What's wrong with Run Boston Bear?
It's about association, dude. You're on a panel
Oh,
with
well, I
every
mean,
one of
other
these
than that,
freaking
though.
chills.
Other than that.
I can't get past that, dude. I don't just hand dismiss, you know, hanging with shills and you know, kissing ass. Hey, great videos, Dave. You know, I love Dave. I love his videos. Right now, he's going to tell you some great points, but Dave's a freaking chill. He went over there and tried to defend Antarctica. You can't cross me.
And Mark
then
Sargent is
forever,
obviously
I can't
like.
you can't recuperate, dude. There's no recovery after your credibility's been shot, dude. Okay? And I'm a man of my credibility, man of my word, like, you know, nostalgia, how it used to be. You know, you were a man of your word. You know, you had credibility, shit like that. That's important, dude. And once you lose it, you're done, dude. And you can't just go hang with these people and then not be. You're only what you surround yourself with, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you're a crackhead, you might hang around a bunch of crackheads. If you're a Mormon, you might want to hang around some Mormons. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna hang around a bunch of fucking shills, you're probably
So if Roger went on this panel right here, then Roger immediately just becomes a freaking bad person.
Nope. Okay, but
no, right?
It
Like,
is
that's
a
what I'm
red
saying.
flag. It's a red.
Okay, it's a red
flag.
flag, but I mean, you don't immediately because you join a panel, you just don't immediately become
Hey,
bad.
look,
I'm just saying.
I don't make my conclusions off of one instance. Okay, I look at a broader perspective of a bigger picture, outside perspective, and not get caught up on a daily, you know, emotional ride here, dude. I'm very observant. It's not a freaking game, and I see it and I call it like I see it. These are my instincts speaking out loud, and I wear my feelings on my chest, dude. That's all. And you know, it's just an opinion. It's just one man's opinion. And that's it.
Yeah, and listen, I got no dog in any of this fight. Like, I mean, I don't know any of these guys, but I'm just saying, like, thinking that way is kind of weird. That's all.
Well,
no, I don't know Run Boston Bear in person, but I do have him on Discord.
They're all good people, man.
Yeah.
They all come off as excellent people. Like I said, I've known all these people for a long time. You know, had interactions with them for years, and I've supported them. But it's not about me. It's not about your feelings. You have to learn to take your feelings and throw them the fucking side because this ain't about your feelings. Okay, it's
Of course,
not about
dude.
your.
I ain't got no feelings about any of this stuff.
It's not about.
Like,
It's not about
I'm
nothing.
not watching these people like, oh man, I'm so excited to see what Mark Sargent's going to say tomorrow. Like, you know, like not at all. You know?
I used to be. These people,
Yeah, that's what I think. That's a little part of your thing is like, you used to. I remember seeing you like you were donating and like really in every chat, like on all these guys' channels.
Well, you support what you love, man.
Yeah, you did, and I noticed that, and I was like, wow, this Justin Johnson man, he must be a good dude or something. Like, you know, like you really cared about the community and everything. Like, so I
it's
totally
important,
understand.
dude. You know, it's not a game to me. I have skin in the game, dude. You know, when it's a bigger picture. This ain't just about flat Earth, dude. It's about the who, the why. You know, and how it impacts it and has implications, ramifications for our children. I have a child that thinks she's a dude. You know, and it's like it hits home to me. So. You know, when your children are getting inoculated, or if you had a child that had sudden death in a crib, you know, these are from inoculations. When you understand these things, you're not playing fucking games. Okay, I will fight to death over the situation that we're in right now. It's not a game.
Plus, JJ, you were like a little late on the scene too, right? Like you weren't like
I've been
in
around, dude, for a while, man.
but like you weren't like deep in it like until just like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I'd say about that. Right
Something
around.
like that, yeah. So you weren't you weren't in this whole thing like
I had to
11
go
years
through the
ago.
process, dude, because I was asleep as anybody, man, and I am a little bit late. You know, when in 2016, I got the whole Trump fever and thought this guy was special. He wasn't a politician.
Yeah.
You know, I had hope with blind faith and all that.
Yeah,
crap.
my friends did too. A couple of my friends did too.
It
Yeah.
took those terms and the process to happen for me to realize that, you know, the totality of reality is that everything's it's not what it appears. Okay, you're not electing these people. America's not independent. They're all puppets, and we're the slaves, dude. And you get it all. It all comes together. Every topic we can discuss all has a connection with the powers that be, one way, shape, or form or another. And it's just a bigger picture, and you have to be able to step outside and see it and see their playbook and understand the totality instead of being just so emotionally attached to this guy or that guy or one topic or another. Look at the whole damn picture.
Yeah.
Did
Me
you
and
still
JJ
vote?
kind of
Did
came
you
in on
vote?
the same note. Yeah. No, I don't vote. Did JJ? You vote?
JJ, did you used to vote?
My life, and that was 2016.
Yeah. Like, so
Voted
you
again.
you believed in voting back in the day? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Roger,
did.
did you
Well,
ever
that
vote?
was the first
I
time I
never
ever
voted.
voted.
One time, dude.
Oh,
One
that
time,
was
and
the
I
first
voted.
time. Oh, you voted
No.
for Trump? Like,
Yeah,
No,
no, I'm
no,
saying
first
JJ.
time I ever voted,
JJ.
and my dad was
Yeah.
the first time he ever voted was 2016, and that guy's
Oh
way
wow,
older
your
than I
dad
am.
even?
We
That was the
both
first
did.
time for your dad even? Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing. That's
we
crazy.
both the first time we both ever voted was
Whoa, so they really
2016.
sucked you in with the Trump thing,
Well,
man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Well, we had no choice, dude. It's like everything's gone to hell in a handbasket,
It was
and
either Trump or
we
Hillary
have
Clinton,
nothing to
right?
lose. We have
Like,
nothing to lose, man. And they sold it great. This guy's a businessman. We need to stop treating this country like it's not like
they
money
did the
grows
same
on
thing.
trees.
Remember in the 90s, Roger? What was it? What was his name? That little guy. He was a businessman. They're like, oh, I need to.
Ross
What the?
Perot.
Perot. Yeah, Ross Perot.
Yeah.
Remember
But
Ross
it took
Perot?
the whole, it took the whole process. It took all these years to understand what's really going on. Like he's no different, dude. That's obvious at this point.
Yeah, then that's crazy. I
But I
know.
couldn't
It's
see
my
that.
friend told me the same exact thing. He's like, dude, in 16, I was on the Trump bandwagon.
Oh yeah, me too.
And like he thought the Earth was a globe and everything. Like, and then all of a sudden it changed. Boom. Like,
Yeah.
then he just like woke up. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing that people did wake up around 16, 17.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes different things to wake you up. Like we went through the pandemic, we went through
That's the big one right
shutdowns
there, dude.
and
That's it.
masks and shit and 6 foot and Joe Biden getting 80 million votes to fucking more
Sure.
wars and Russia taking forever to defeat Ukraine. I thought Russia was a superpower. What shouldn't they have done that overnight? But it takes all these things to accumulate over time. That's why you get wise with age, because
Yeah,
your first
totally.
rodeo, you get street
Experiences.
smart,
Yeah.
and you
Yep.
understand things logically, and you know that you're being trifled with, dude. And you say, whoa, and step back from this delusion, that you call reality, because it's just an illusion, dude. They've scripted our reality. It's not organic. It's not authentic, and it's fucked up, dude.
Dude, it's crazy to think about that 6 years ago was the pandemic, like the pandemic. 6 years. So like think
But
about
never forget, dude. Never
if you
forget.
if you woke up 6 years ago, that's still 6 years, like
Yeah.
man, that's a long time.
No, I think I started in this thing in about 2014. Got involved with the moon landing thing that got my attention, and all of a sudden the pandemic pushed me over the edge. But I got involved with the flat Earth thing on a technical thing with FED. It's all about measurements, proofs. That was where I went with it, and I got involved in the debate side of it. That's where I get my sharp edge. That's why I still stick to it. And they haven't proven anything to me in their model or in reality. There's always a big question mark in front of it. And I don't trust them because they work for the government that actually upholds the system. That's why I don't vote.
Do you guys remember like people talking about truthers like in the early 2000s? Like, oh, these truther people. You remember that? Like,
My
I
uncle was
didn't
one
really
of them.
think. I didn't think about it that much, like back then, because I wasn't on the internet. I was doing my thing and working and playing drums and
Trumpet.
like I wasn't really caring that much. But then, like, dude, once I saw chemtrails, is what happened. In 2009, that's when I was like, oh, what the heck is this stuff?
Ooh.
And then I just went into a rabbit hole.
That's what I mean, dude, about not just one topic. It's like it only takes
it's
one
multiple
or two topics to really open your eyes, and then
Dude,
then you're
Morgellons.
down that rabbit hole, and it's
Dude,
like,
Morgellons
holy
disease is something I found because my wife had like a arm problem, and I looked something up, and then all of a sudden I got thrown into this freaking rabbit hole of Morgellons disease, and then that brought me to
Dude,
like
it's all
truther
big
stuff.
pharma shit. Like all this shit can be traced to these chemtrails too, like Alzheimer's or fucking dementias and all kinds of ailments, man. That as far as I know, but I don't think none of it's natural. I don't think God put us here to be in danger. That's why I don't believe in like natural disaster, hurricanes, earthquakes. I don't give a shit what it is. If it's killing innocent people, I feel like that's man's devil's work, dude. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and Sandy Hook too. Sandy Hook was one of the big ones too.
That was a big flag. I watched a lot of that crap.
Dude, all of them. Sandy Hook, the fucking Boston bombing, Unabombing, 9/11, the Pulse nightclub, the Vegas shooting. It goes on. It never freaking ends, dude.
That's why you got to turn it off sometime, JJ.
Well,
but
it's all
it's
a
good
story.
to keep on it. Yeah,
you need to pay attention and understand who the enemy is, because it's never. Just like the flat Earth, who gives a shit what the shape is, right? That's not even it. Don't if we lived on a ball,
flat's not a shape. Flat's not a shape, JJ.
It's a lack of shape. It's a lack of shape. But does it make any difference at the end of the day if it was round or if it was flat? No, it doesn't. But if they lied about it, now all of a sudden we got some serious problems because the implications behind the lies are cynical, and then you start learning these people are, grooming our children, trafficking children, they're pedophiles.
Beyond that point,
it goes on and on.
It had to start somewhere, JJ.
They're
so
hiding,
the people that are behind that ball are the problem.
Well, yeah. And those are the people we comply to daily, man.
I try not.
Those are the people we decided to go to the final experiment with, and act it has any chance of being credible.
Yeah.
They've already been caught faking the 24-hour sun, by the way, folks. And you wouldn't have to fake something that was real. What a concept. So,
Yeah. So JJ, like the people I work with, they instead of like making fun of me being a flat earther, they're trying to push me into the conspiratorial realm. Because they can't debate me on the topic. They can't disprove anything I have. So they all push hard for that. They want me to, start having conversations about it on a regular. And I mean, I let people make their own mind up about the main politics of the mainstream media, what they're pushing. But these people want everybody to see me as a conspiracy theorist because I'm a flat earther.
Well, that's where we got
flat
the
Earth
upper
has
hand.
nothing to do with it. Yeah.
And that's where you have the upper hand, because the first thing we'll tell people, most of us would, is first of all, don't trust people. Don't trust me. Don't trust what I'm saying. Do the due diligence and go prove. You have the ability, to go look at these, whatever you're claiming, and see if there's real evidence to support it or not. Just go do the legwork and you're going to see for yourself. So you don't have to trust anybody.
Yeah. And that's the way everybody should be, JJ.
Right.
We really should. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
being
really what's going to wake you up.
Yeah.
Right, and that'll wake you up more than anything, because you see it firsthand.
Okay, back to Run Boston Bear. He did come on Flats this stream, and we talked to him, and I talked to Mark too, and we talked about me going to Antarctica. It would put this rabbit hole back in the box if I could show them faking it, showed they did fake it. If there isn't one to start with, and you know this, I know this, everybody in the community knows this. But there are people on our side that push everybody away from it too. They want to have this mysterious argument constantly between both sides of it, and that's the problem.
Well, yeah.
Instead of like, let's go with this demonstrable evidence that we can verify ourselves. If this is done, it will put an end to the bullshit. No more like who's right, who's wrong. There's just only one thing. There's a what is question, dude.
Yeah.
And then there's
they can't have that because that's called unity.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing, and they're going to make sure that even though we're all under the understanding that Earth is topographical and it's immovable, we're divided a million different ways, because you have your rising Earthers, you got your 24-hour sun, or you got your Hanvies, you got your
rising Earthers.
Yeah, dude, you got your non-AE maps, your extraterritories. Like, there's just so many different ways of dividing us.
I would let everybody run around and do what they want, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah, let's just stick with the real science. That's why we appeal to real science. They claim we're science deniers, but that's just projection, dude, because They do nothing but scientism.
Yeah, well, they hijacked the term science, anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
Just
they
like
don't follow
everything,
it.
they've
Yeah,
hijacked
no.
everything, including religion.
Yeah.
Okay, they've hijacked and infiltrated everything.
You're
There's
not
nothing
gonna do
that
well
is
for the world.
unmolested
Yeah.
and organic.
All right, so let's see what else they got to say about this thing. Ready?
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. I actually have actual footage that they didn't air on TV of the capsule landing in the water. Can you make me? I guess that's big enough.
Oh,
No.
There it is.
Oh, look at all
That's
the
the capsule
There
landing.
it is.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow. Dave.
Here, I'll play.
Now
it again.
I know that Peanut's going to disagree somewhat and say that it wouldn't be that hot when it hits the water.
5,000 degrees. They said it was 5,000 degrees it heated up to.
The question.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. You guys agree? I think.
Did you
I think
see when
they're
they
gonna go
opened the
over
door?
basics.
They opened the door and put gloves on, but then they were touching it before they put gloves on, and then they opened the door.
Oh yeah. Then
Yeah,
once
you
the guy
saw
put
that
the
one?
liner on the outside of the door without
Yeah,
gloves
the
on.
old liner thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh god.
Dude,
Yeah.
my lead singer was like, he's like, dude, did you guys see that part? That's a little weird. Like, he doesn't want to be too controversial, you know? And everybody's just like, I mean, nobody wants to admit, like, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, the regular people, NPCs, like, they just don't want to admit, like, I don't want to be one of them. I don't want to be one of those people.
They don't be
you know?
shunned from society, dude. That's basically what they're holding. Like,
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing, though. It's like, even we're at band practice, nobody else is around. You know, we can be real about it, you know, but they still don't want to admit, like, oh, Scott's
Well,
right.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole point is that's it, and it's pride. It goes with that. Think about this though. I mean, if they tell you might bring it up in a conversation, and you might tell somebody else that he agreed with Scott. He's one of those crazy conspiracy theorists
Exactly.
or a flat
Yep.
Earth. You know, either one of the two. Doesn't
Dude,
matter.
Roger, that's what happened too. Like, so I was hanging out with that one lady. Remember I told you about my wife's boss, and then she's like, "Oh, he's a flat earther. You married a flat earther? Like that's like the worst thing in the world, right?" But she, you know what she said to Ashley the other night? She said, I wanted to talk to him about the Artemis thing, and I was like, really? So they're like talking about how she's like, I was gonna ask him about it, but I didn't bring it up. Like what was she gonna say? Like, you think it's real? No, like obviously, you know, like
Yeah,
it's not even
I
a
can show
question.
you why it's not real too. Hold on.
Well,
Over
I,
here in
I
the
could
corner.
explain all that too, and the next thing you know, like there's 40 people there. Next thing you know, all the 40 people are going to be like, "What are you guys talking about?" You know, like so.
Artemis, yeah.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to do that. You know.
Yeah, I get you.
Meanwhile, she wants me to go to these parties, and she wants me to shut up, or I mean, like, you know, be and get along. But I'm like, then they want to ask me questions. Like, come on, dude, it's stupid. Just because I said dinosaurs are fake.
Oh God,
That's
no.
where it all came from. I messed up. I was joking. I was like, oh, dinosaurs are fake. And then next thing you know, she blew her mind, you know?
Well, I've talked to college students that I work with, and they think that because we have species of different animals, that evolution is absolutely true. And no matter what the fossil records, they're going to go with that. That's their belief. Their evolution is a belief. The whole thing, the whole 9 yards. They actually believe what they're taught. They think that there's no reason for them to lie about anything.
It's a religion.
Yeah,
It is. Microevolution, I'm down with, you know, because obviously we can evolve.
That's
in
adaptation.
certain
Yeah.
things. Right.
I was going to say it's adaptation. Yeah. It's not the same thing. Not even close. Species don't change.
This video here kind of reminds me of like finally realizing that like it's not demonstrable, like having water on a spinning ball at 1,000 miles an hour and then living on its surface. Like that's not like, how is that possible, right?
You got to
Gravity,
conjure
right?
a lot of things that aren't
But
real.
same with this, like, okay, there's no steam on this thing, but that's already hand dismissing that human beings went 25,000 miles an hour on their way here, you know, like show me that a human being can withstand 25,000 miles an hour, dude.
Did you guys see what Dave did with AI? He asked it like how much G force, you know, like G's would you get if you were like doing the same thing, you know, just even 1,000 miles an hour for 5 seconds. it's 9 Gs, right? So 9 Gs would kill you in a heartbeat, right? And they were going 20,
crush everything inside of you.
and they were going 24,000 miles an hour supposedly. And then in a few seconds, they went down to like, not zero, obviously. But yeah, hitting the brakes, right? And then your body would what would it do? It would just turn into a pancake, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All
Like,
your organs would fail. Like
this kind of stuff is just.
You would.
And this is why I think Dave is just, like he's a kind of a gatekeeper, of course. Like he's milking it. He's milking it for views. He's milking it for money. He's milking it for everything.
Yeah.
That's what they do, because this is just nonsense. It's like, just like you were saying about Saab. Like Saab entertains it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. This is just like you're milking it. You're just making content. That's all.
Entertainment. Clicks and clout.
Mm-hmm. I talked to Dave on Flats' show one day, and I like, dude, just take your money and come and get me down, and we can debunk TFE tonight. He's like, no, I'll go with you, but we're not going to go do any kind of observation. I just want to go with you.
Well, Dave didn't want to go at all. He does not want to be involved.
He's not allowed to, right? Like, let's think about this. If he went, right, then, well, obviously it doesn't maintain their narrative that we live on a spinning ball, obviously, but obviously that's not his position. But he has a bias because he has the app, right? Which
Dude, the app it was ruined by the whole 24-hour sun. Yeah.
Like I said earlier, where's the documentary? Anyways, it's not there. It's not.
What is going on? It's been a year and a half, dude. A year and a half.
Yeah. We'll talk about red flags. It's like, why is it 2026 and we're wondering whether there's a 24-hour sun in the South? It's just like, that should tell you everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't we be able to just demonstrate it every year like they do in the North?
Yeah.
Like,
there you go.
And then we wouldn't be like.
But they're fueling this argument, man. And both Dave and them, I think they like it, or they don't have a choice in the matter because of the consensus. And consensus doesn't mean true. Fact. All right, let's get back to it.
Is
not melt steel?
Can you?
What doesn't melt at 5,000 degrees? And what kind of insulation do you need not to melt those parachutes?
Magic.
Now, is that AI or is that actually molten steel going in the?
That's molten steel going into water.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How long does it sit there?
A minute or so.
Wow.
What are they making?
I don't know.
Probably just ingots, right?
Stew.
Yeah.
Stew. That's good.
Throw in some veggies.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, that's the point. Where was the steam? We were all thinking it. Even the Globies are thinking it.
Well, hell, I'm gonna keep going. As long as you're showing videos, we're gonna have you on there. So this thing's coming down. Wait, is this already in the water? Yeah, it's already in the water. It's already hit.
It's hit. Mark, you saw this.
This is what
right?
my mom.
I did.
My mom's like,
Yeah,
splash
DJ,
down.
calm yourself.
I'm like, Mom.
Okay.
Come on.
Apollo, right?
What is that?
This is the Mars tracks of
rover.
NASA.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They're like immature.
I don't know.
8-year-olds.
You're implying
Like Austin
something.
Powers.
Holy crap.
No, yeah.
You see it?
It's an Austin Powers joke.
There's a big dick behind them. Just saying.
Well,
Like
yeah.
all of them. Yeah, and there's a vagina down here with the virgin.
They put it in the cartoons. It's all over Disney. They're all infatuated with, being sick fucks. It's normal.
Yeah, well, there you have it. Well, look at this.
That's
The rest
what
of
the
it.
obelisk represents as well.
Oh, look who's in the chat. You got Peter WFE's in here and Flat Sandro. I know these people. Anyways, well, not know them, but I talked to chat.
Oh,
with
you're
them.
reading the restream
chat.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Chat,
in
yeah.
Weiss's chat. Yeah. Hi guys. Hi Peter.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything.
That's good.
Oh, wait, one more. This isn't a kid. This isn't a kid's book. You know what? Where they told us Uranus smells like farts. This is the spread with Uranus.
Is it a scratch and sniff?
No, it's a regular, like, high quality book of all the planets. But when you get to Uranus, Uranus is split down the middle.
Yeah, if I was the publisher, I absolutely would have done this on one page or the other. I would not have.
Wait, what? I didn't see any of this.
I would have not split the page.
That's funny. That's the mass crack, dude. Uranus.
Yeah.
In a school textbook of the solar system, supposedly.
You know, you can't see Uranus from. It's just all fake. Uranus and Neptune, even you can't even really see it.
You can't really see it with a telescope.
You barely see it.
And Pluto was a real hard job. Lowell was in Flagstaff, actually. That's where he made his Pluto observations.
But they're going to sure make sure they teach your children this shit before they get a chance to think for themselves.
Speaking of Disney, freaking Big Pine's like, I don't go to Disney. Good.
Yeah.
Don't go to Disney.
Either. Never have.
Garbage.
I've done it a couple of times.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. And they had some cool rides, like the Cars ride. That was awesome.
Cars.
Dude.
More brainwashing.
Get to ride that thing. It's like like you're in a race car, dude.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. That's better than.
Yeah.
6-7, y'all.
Ka-chow.
Stop playing with me, cuz.
All right, bruh. Bruh, you mother.
Bruh.
Brat. They do mother like that too. They go, brat, I can't do them. Yeah,
Roger can't do it. Still, he can't do it.
I don't want to do it. Really, to be honest.
Don't do it. Just don't do it. It was my fault.
We should watch one of those just for the hell of it. Just get a kick. No, I think that's a waste of life, dude. If you live like that whole I want to be a gangster all my life and die.
Well,
like
everything's brain rot, man. You know, they got us appealing to the masses, right? To where, in order for a woman to feel beautiful, she has to be fake to an extreme. She has to have high heels. You ain't that tall. You got fake fingernails, fake eyelashes, 2 tons of makeup. You got a boob job. You got a bra that pushes them up. They ain't that big. It's like you got to get your hair did, wigs, and
dude, that was an ex-girlfriend.
How fake do you got to be attractive when you're already
that's not attractive? Yeah,
it's not. It's absolutely ugly.
Yeah, I used to tell her, don't do any of that stuff.
Lips and it's ugly.
She couldn't leave the house, dude. This chick couldn't leave the house because she had to wear makeup, dude. I was like, what? No.
You see what they look like. They all look like plastic cartoons, but don't age well. Never does, right?
Yeah.
I just don't see any appeal to it, man. And I think it's absolutely horrendous that even your loved ones think that that's what they have to do to be accepted or to fit in. It's just absurd.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to it. I'm going to kick it in about 10 minutes or so. I got to work tomorrow too, but I got a short shift, so I'm not going to really worry about getting much sleep. Anybody else got to work tomorrow, JJ?
Yes, sir, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scott, you got to work tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. I just said mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Can't hear me?
You're just agreeing with JJ.
I work every day except for a couple days.
Yeah. So what
every
time
day,
are you doing?
band practice every day. Just everything.
Something.
Come on.
Gotcha.
Smoke
There's always
weed
something.
every day.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Hold up. Hell.
So, I just want to clarify something live.
You should play that song. That guy's dead now, by the way.
Back it to the wheels fall
It's-
off. Hold
The
up.
singer, yeah, the one that what's his name? What was his name? Oh, dude. Oh yeah, it was Nate Dogg.
Yeah, Nate. Yeah.
Nate Dogg.
Yeah. So, just to clarify for the people in the world, some people say that I'm out there giving you free copies of QE's book. Did I give you a copy of QE's book, Scott?
Yeah, I got it in the mail yesterday.
I
You
played
did for me. Cool.
Yeah, it was from Roger Ledwell, Denver, Colorado.
I got 4 of them for some reason.
You did.
He got 4.
Now your sarcasm is going overboard.
He got 4.
Hey, I'm special.
Only got 1.
The whole Globe Earth Flat Earth community over on Discord are spreading this. They trimmed me out telling you I was going to send you a copy of it. I wasn't serious. I wasn't going to do it. It wasn't. Don't really care in the first place. But the point of the story is that I'm just doing it for posterity's sake. Live. I didn't do any such thing. I've reiterated this like 3 or 4 times because they're actually saying I'm infringing copyright for QE, and there's people that want to slander my name. So they're trying to get.
They're still doing this. They're still doing.
Yeah, they are, dude.
Thing.
Right to this point, dude. Yeah, they haven't stopped. They're on a campaign or something. I don't know what. Well, anyways, off the topic. Just had to clarify that.
Funny
at all.
You showed us that one before, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like
oldie but goodie.
You got to review this stuff. It's absolutely insane.
There are a number of, and again, we can whatever you guys want to jump around to. There were a number of glitches. We should probably talk about the during the 10-day mission, the ones that were real versus the ones that were AI, which was interesting. Like Dave, you know this one, where the one that supposedly where the 4 astronauts were being filmed by a mystery camera waving, and then it pans over to the window, and then the glare of the sun disappears. Supposedly that was AI, but for most of the general public, it didn't matter because it was so good that it's like, well, the damage is already done. It's like, fine, you want to say it's AI? There's a whole bunch of people that never found that out anyway. We didn't make it.
Well, they're blaming us. They're blaming flat earthers as fake.
They can blame flat earthers. Yeah. That's fine. But the Nutella one was real.
Yeah, that was real.
That was absolutely real, to where Saturday Night Live built it into their skit because they didn't have a lot to go on last week. So they decided to do a skit on Artemis, and they threw in the Nutella product placement, which was so odd out of all the things. And sorry, one more thing, and please cut me off, guys, whenever you can, because I'm hyped up, which is, you know what bothered me was when they said they had to
guys, I got a question for you. Have you ever seen product placement anywhere else in the world besides like in something like this? Where was the first prominent place they started putting product placement you can think of?
TV show, probably Black and White.
Yeah, and beyond that point, Hollywood movies.
I mean, movies, yeah. I mean,
yeah. Look at like Terminator. They put Camel cigarettes ad basically in the whole movie. Like what was it? Back to the Future was Pepsi Cola. I can walk you.
No,
that's what this is.
You can go further back, probably like to the
like
40s, 50s,
had Winston cigarettes ads in.
Oh yeah, cartoons.
Yeah, so this is what this has become. NASA's not really about exploration. It's about winning the public's hearts and minds over and selling products. So that should be your first tell that this is all bullshit. I just throwing it out there. That's my opinion. Yeah.
It seemed weird what he just said too about SNL. Like I know this guy's got some strings or something. He's got some association. He was a gamer or whatever. But like he said, they have nothing going on. Like first of all, so they went to talk about Artemis or whatever. It's like Artemis was the biggest thing going on. So of course that's what you're gonna make fun of or talk about. Yeah,
dude, JJ, did you hear? He's doing a TV show soon. He talked about it. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing some kind of he called it like the Amazing Race. You know what the Amazing Race is?
Yeah,
it's like where people run around, they do things, and it's like a
treasure hunt. And they're like
treasure hunt, exactly. Yeah, whatever. So he said that they were going to do one during COVID, and then now they're going to do one with flat earthers. Yep, that's what he said. So he's totally in Hollywood.
Yeah, keep the grifts going, you know.
Yeah. Got to make that money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that helps people out a lot, especially the working class folk that barely get it as they go. You know, they got to take it on the chin, and they're the people who get taxed the most, and just getting by daily. And these people are just riding the hog, dude. That's what I'm looking at. That's the truth. To be honest.
I couldn't believe how much they were charging to go to these freaking flat earth meetups. Like I was going to go to the one in Vegas a couple years ago, flat October. And they wanted like $250, $230 to get a ticket to go in there.
That's insane,
like,
dude.
Dude, you got to be kidding me. To what? Go listen to Witsit talk? I could do that online, dude.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, I like the flat earth meetup we did here in Denver when I went to it. It was on, what was the name of it? On the Plane or something. And there was no charge. We just met
That's
up.
the way it should be, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, why charge it?
Everybody brought their own stuff. They threw an event. We all had conversations. We talked, got to know each other. That's a meetup, dude. In my opinion, this is a commercial industry right here. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they make money. They make money.
Red Flag Central.
They got to pay the talkers, the people to talk.
Yeah.
Well, let's follow the Pied Piper. Why don't we? You know.
And then they do those etheric, whatever, like Witsit and Jaren. They had their speakers. What they call it? The summit, right?
Yeah, the summit. Yeah.
The last one they had was chill as it gets because obviously it was right after the final experiment, and Jaren and Witsit were there. They had a debate afterwards. But you look at the symbology in the etheric, they made both E's 3 dot dashes for 33. And then Summit's got the 2 M's, which we know how their double M's go, you know.
33.
Witsit can't stop wearing orange. Go look at Witsit.
I didn't see that. Yeah, just last night or 2 nights ago.
Go look at the totality of his streams. And
he's always wearing orange.
So much symbolism, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get back to her. It looks ugly, doesn't it? It does.
And don't forget, JJ, he's got to make money to get sleeves for his hoodie.
Oh, he's never not having a fundraiser for some,
sleeves for his hoodie.
If he's got a custody battle, then we need to pay for that, guys. If he's got to move again, we need to pay for that. If he
that's happening right now, actually.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
Custody now battle, and relocation for the 3rd time in 2 years. We get to pay for that, because he's such a awesome truth teller.
Yeah. Why is he our burden?
He only lied to us,
Yeah.
Let's just.
Lied.
Oh, I don't even know. Actually, I'm just gonna leave. My phone's dying.
All right, Scott. Man, it's been good
All
having
right. Later.
Keep that book safe. Don't hand it out to anybody.
The one I got. Yeah, I didn't get 4 like JJ. JJ got 4. What about me, man?
I didn't get any, man.
I know. We're just joking, people.
I just had to put that out there for you idiots. I got to spell it out for you, dude. It was a joke.
Yeah, but me and Dee talked about it when I got the email, and we're like, "Don't get involved in it." I didn't. I made a statement about getting it. I made a joke about it, but there are people out there that honestly think that I would actually go across and take somebody's money out of their pocket over this topic. I don't really care how many books they sell. I'm all for the books getting out there. I'm all for the publications that have facts in them. I want that out there for people to get. That's why I do this show. That's the only reason I do it. Anyways.
And you love the drama. You love.
Oh yeah, I love drama so much.
I got your number, dude.
No, I got enough gray hair as it is, JJ. I don't need any more. I raised 2 girls. That was enough.
All right. Gray hair is good stuff, man.
Yeah. We all got it.
That stuff.
Yeah, you gotta wear like a badge, right?
That's right.
That's right. Let's see what else the Strange World crew's got to say.
Hydrate food, right? They had dried food, they had to add water to it, and it's like, it's only a 10-day mission, and it's not like you're going outside of the space capsule. So what are you rehydrating anything for? You could have taken MREs, fully blown, rations. Why did you have to reconstitute anything for this trip? And plus, you also showed, hey, you got Nutella, you got spoon right out of the jar,
and they're eating shrimp cocktail and all sorts of crap. Think about that in your stomach where the bile doesn't know which way to go. It would just be, there would be all sorts of gastro problems coming out of both ends.
Not to use, I hate to use the movie reference because South Park did such a great thing, which was, the human centipede thing. It's like, why would you eat anything that would give you gastro problems at all? Why wouldn't you just eat nothing but vanilla paste and protein capsules? Why would you eat anything? It's, you've got such a confined environment.
There's a cue. Ground control to Major Tom. Did you eat your protein pills today?
Yeah.
Yes. So the space thing has become quite the joke. It's a running joke now. I have a feeling that most people, even the mainstream, think that. Don't you think
Yeah.
that everybody's
I
getting it?
think eventually they're gonna wake us all up by design. I do think that we're not being awakened on our own. They're definitely leading us, dude. But I don't. Maybe it's time. That's why I do kind of think that Satan's little season is plausible. It sure seems that it has a lot of ties to everything else that I see. It makes a lot of sense. It's logical. So if
Yeah.
that was the case, and they knew the timeline, and they knew their time was up, and then it doesn't matter if we're ignorant anymore, so they can release all the information. Like it. I don't know. It's just a theory.
I see the point in it, but the thing is, like, I think they're playing out the whole thing biblically to speak with. It's been part of the agenda. But I mean, there are people that don't even think along those lines that are playing into it too. They're being led by something, and I think it might be Satan. And he is the god of this world.
Yeah.
It even says it in the
think
Bible.
so.
It's
Yeah.
it's nailed down.
It's all logical, man. It makes a lot of sense, and all the dots connect. And my instincts say, yeah, that's the most plausible thing that I've seen, that I've heard.
But the thing is, I don't think the second coming has happened yet. Personally, that's my belief, and I won't tell you that you have to agree with me, but
Well, why wouldn't it have happened? Like, we know that Jesus' reign was 1,000 years and it's over, right? Like, why would they be writing about 2026 when it just seems very future? Like, they were talking about their presence, their times at that time, right?
But
I don't
there are
know.
a few anomalies that are involved with it, other like the third temple, for instance, and a few other things that haven't taken place from the old prophets. That's what a lot of people look at.
Yeah. Well,
Especially,
the fact that we know that they manipulated our timeline, and especially that 1,000 years, like how they put the M on the book with the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is actually Satan. The chain is there. There's so much evidence to support that. The other the
that's
opposing side.
definitely symbolical as it goes. But the first thing that hit me was that they put 1,000 years into the timeline that weren't there, and that was due to what, an error? Yeah, I don't know.
No, because it's on multiple buildings. It's all over,
Yeah.
man. And we know that there's supposed to be 13 months. We know, all this stuff is in nature.
The calendar's fucked. Yeah.
It is.
Sure.
And we know that. I mean, it's even a turtle shell will tell the damn count the date. The sky is a clock. We don't need, if they're manipulating it, it's for malicious purpose. It's organically perfect as is, So it just it screams, a false flag, and I don't know. It's like, why would they try to push us farther down the road 1,000 years, or bring us back, right?
What's the gain in that? That's a good question. Yeah.
Right. But that's where it falls in, to manipulate people to think that Christ is still coming back, right? Or would they have had to rewind 1,000 years versus add 1,000 years?
That's a good question.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they would have to rewind. If Jesus already came back, then why would they add 1,000 years, right? Like, wouldn't they take it back 1,000 years, right? It makes more sense.
Well, the thing is, like, I think it's from the 0 point. Like, you go with what is the marker there for the timeline? What's the standard?
After death?
Christ to after Christ, AD.
Right.
Yeah, so that's your hash mark. But I mean, putting that in its proper place and getting a proper timeline is something that a historian needs to sit down and do.
It's impossible, because our history is a lie, and it's all been hundreds and hundreds of years of manipulations to where you can't just get it back. I don't think. I think it's at this stage probably impossible.
Yeah. So what I should do with this is finish this off tomorrow. I like to go through this whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's getting late.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Roger, man. I appreciate everybody in chat for hanging out tonight, man, and much love to everybody. And I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, and Maria, I got what you said. You have to respell it. You're a good girl. It's all right. She's on about JT. I know who JT is. And I've looked at a lot of his stuff off and on here and there. But JJ, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Hell yeah, brother.
2.5.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, we did. Hey, hang out for a minute, JJ.
Okay.
I'll shut her down.
Will do.
All right. This is a Baywatch show.
Yeah, where's this clickbait come from, Roger?
I don't know. I just put it up there. I was starting off. I want to get back in the celestial navigation, so I'm running a Baywatch series. So I'm starting out in the Bay, and I'm gonna demonstrate how they actually do celestial navigation and how it's completely a flat Earth proof, and I can show it. But it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, celestial navigation is it's not easy to do when you're at sea. It's just one of those things. It's tough.
Yeah, but our ancestors were capable, right?
Yeah,
Because
they're
of
the ones that
flat
invented it. So
plane.
it's best to go with what they did originally.
For some reason, they thought the Earth was flat.
Yeah, weird, ain't it?
Weird, man, weird. Red flag, red flag.
Oh yeah, but I mean, they pushed that out of history almost. It's like that; those are archaic, and those people were primitive, and they didn't know anything. Yada yada yada. You've heard it all, and it's in our Wikipedia tramp stamp on the bottom of the stream. Flat Earth, an archaic way of thinking. It's not archaic. It just is the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, man. Why don't they do that to ghost channels or Bigfoot? Or how come you don't have all the haters like going into the ghost channels and being like
what I've noticed that they are now. They're starting to branch out. Yeah, they like a Drunk Debunk actually did a whole show on busting a haunted house.
And he's getting a lot of hate.
No, he's not getting anything. He's not really getting views on it neither.
Right.
Like,
well, I'm talking about like grown men coming over and like humiliating themselves day after day after day in your channel when, just to tell you how wrong you are about ghosts, right? Or Bigfoot.
No. Or there are people in our arena who actually think that Bigfoot may be a plausible notion. Yeah. I can't tell you for sure. I haven't seen enough evidence for it myself.
Yeah, me neither. And here we are in 2026 questioning it. So, until we have evidence, then I'm going to go with the latter and think that until I see some evidence, it's a positive claim that has not been met. It's moot. The argument is moot.
Definitely. All right. Well, I'm going to play out with this song. You ready, JJ? Say good night, everybody. Thanks for listening to this ramble. All right.
Christ, you never stop me.
Miss Walker, next time you're in, I'll make sure not to play Mastodon. All right. Night, guys.